Welcome back to SaveState episode 8. I am not your host. I'm just the best looking dude here. So tonight we have Mr. Lee from the Handheld Hoarder. What's up, brother? Mr. Michael from Retro Lunch. What's up, brother?
I'm hungry.
And Fatu from Too Loud Tech. I don't know who that
Hey.
is. Our guest tonight, I'm super geeking out here because our guest tonight is the queen of PICO-8 herself, Kim from Retro Fun Tech. How you doing, lady?
I am doing fantastic. How are you guys? Thanks for having me on. This is awesome.
We're excited to have you. We are honored to have you.
Yes, we are.
I learned about a lot of fun games from your stream. So,
oh my gosh, there's so many. I can't wait to talk about it.
Okay, there's so many. Yes.
Get your PICO-8 games ready because I'm going to ask her a bunch of PICO-8 questions. But
actually, to lead this off, I actually thought of this right now. Everybody, favorite PICO-8 game?
Oh no, you can't steal the thunder because I have like 8, so it's a long list.
No, just one. Just one.
My top 3.
Maybe? Oh, my all-time favorite. Okay, my all-time favorite is going to be Cherry Bomb.
Only have one.
Cherry Bomb.
Yep. Because it's like a quick 10 or 15-minute run, and it's just so much fun. And Cherry Bomb, yeah, Cherry Bomb.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
Cherry Bomb.
Right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say Air Delivery. Air Delivery is super chill, right? It's
that
just
was a good
little
one.
Metroidvania. It's not hectic. Some of the ones I found that's really hectic. This one's just like, I just want to relax and jump deliver some packages.
I'm gonna have to look into that one.
It's tough because it's between Pico Craft and Cattle Crisis.
Cattle Crisis is good.
Yeah, I think Cattle Crisis just edges out just by a little bit.
Okay, me.
He's gonna say wait. He's
Marble.
gonna say Pick Cross. He's gonna say Pick Cross.
Marble Merger.
Oh yeah, Marble Merger is awesome.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Another cosmic collapse, like combining things with things bigger.
I think I was loving Marble Merger, and I think it was actually on one of Kim's streams that I saw Cosmic Collapse. Was it on one of your stream, maybe?
No,
maybe no. It was Marble Merger I saw on your stream, and then somebody told me about Cosmic Collapse. Yeah. So my mom. Okay, so Kim, so you know, and my mom's like 75, and she's a hardcore gamer. Only retro.
That's amazing.
And she plays Marble Merger. She loves it. She has an X55, and I have PICO-8 on it for her, and she only plays Cosmic Collapse and Marble Merger on it, and she loves it. So yeah.
That's great. Yeah. I mean, those are fantastic games. Those are fantastic games. There's a couple other. I think there's one that I can't remember the one that Crystal told me about. It was another Suica game.
We're live, buddy.
But it was on my live stream the other night. I can't remember what it was. Lynn something. Anyway,
I was gonna say, let's turn it over to you. Just top.
Yeah.
Here's the beautiful thing about asking for your favorite. My favorite color changes every day. So let me ask for your favorite.
That's true.
Well, we can't expect
whatever
it.
top of mind.
You showed like 20 games last night, and that was just one night, right? So I mean, yeah. So I get that. Sorry, we're talking to him, and I have a dog here, and he's rubbing his belly, and I look over in the corner, and it looks like he's doing something inappropriate on camera. I'm like, dude, run.
Well, tell your dog I said hi. I love dogs.
That's my chunk butt.
I would say probably my favorite PICO-8 game is Super Disc Box. It just I love it. I could sit there and play that thing for hours. So, but
what is Super Disc Box? I'm not familiar.
It's very, very similar to the port on Portmaster Super Crate Box, but it's not as platformy. You just run around. You're shooting little enemies. You keep getting guns as you're trying to get these little discs, and you're just trying to get as many discs. But it's a very high-paced, you die a lot game, and you keep restarting over and over and over and over and over. So
yeah, those are good. I like those games.
It forces you to use a different gun, so it's like I don't like the shotgun, but I guess I have to use it because this is the weapon which is on hand right now.
Yeah, and then you
die,
get
repeat. Yeah,
too focused on the gun and trying to shoot the enemies when really the main goal is to just keep getting these little discs and just keep going as fast as possible. But yeah, so it's fun. It's a great little game. But with doing all the live streams and all the going through PICO-8, I have so many like second runners up. They're just great.
Mhm.
This is awesome.
I think I described it before on your stream. What I love about PICO-8 is that like it's the TikTok of gaming. You just play. You don't actually have to finish anything. You just
No.
play until you're bored, and then you move
Yep.
on.
That's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
analogy, actually.
wait, we
That's
need
a
to
I do like
George.
that
good
analogy. I do. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's kind of how I run my live stream, just because I want, you know, lots of engagement. The whole point is not to watch me just sit there and play one game. It's about, you know, discovering other games, and there's thousands of PICO-8 games out there.
That's awesome.
I would love to, you know, I love a lot of audience engagement. Just, you know, tell me about your favorite games. And I've had even game developers hop in there and then they talk about their games. And that is like, that's the
awesome.
pinnacle
so
of,
cool. Yeah.
it's so awesome. So
Yeah.
yeah. And then it helps, you know, if I can't quite, maybe I messed up and I don't have the instructions and I didn't quite grasp the whole concept of the game, that I go, well, my ADD got, you know, the best of me, and let's go on to a different thing. So
That's good. That's a good.
What's your favorite
Okay,
device
good.
game to play Pico-8 on?
What's my favorite what?
Device to play Pico-8 on?
I would say probably the Cube XX. It's I love ergonomics. That one is also a good one
Lee's
too.
got a good one. Just the
Yeah,
square
that-
screen, big old
yeah.
screen.
That is a good one. That's the best vertical, I would say, for sure, with Pico-8. So
It's definitely my favorite for Pico-8.
What about
Yeah.
you, Michael?
For me, my favorite one's to play Pico-8 on. It's not it's the classic,
That's awesome.
right? Because
Mm.
you can do the Android app version of it. And it's just I think a
I
proper
didn't
square
like-
screen would be better, but it's close, right?
I just can't get into doing Pico-8 on Android. For me, it's always
It's not
been a
easy.
better
It's not.
experience on
It's
Linux, or
no,
even on
Angry,
not
PC,
easy.
like with a good controller. Like, because your stream, you do it on PC, right, Kim?
Yes.
Yeah. So like with a good controller and stuff. My only concern about PC, and maybe you could teach me. Not my concern, but like you have to search. It seems like you need the keyboard and mouse to search through and everything on PC, right? And I kind of
No, you can do it with them. I mean,
kind of the
yes,
same way you do with
you do need a keyboard to actually type in. I'm sure you could probably use the D-pad, like if you use your handheld, because you can scroll
Right.
through with the D-pad like you're texting from 1999. But it yeah, I think it should, theoretically. I just haven't done it, but yeah, it should.
You
work.
know, actually, I think Microsoft is coming with a solution for that with this whole Xbox gaming for
Let's see.
their
That'll be
Windows
awesome.
side.
Yeah.
So when we're able to use that virtual Windows keyboard with our controller, that's going to
That'll be
be
cool.
huge. So
Yeah.
I think that's actually something to look forward to. I didn't even think about the aspect of actually typing in stuff, looking in the Pico, the Explorer, or what they call it.
Explore.
Yeah, Explore.
Yeah,
Explore.
that's pretty
new.
cool.
Freaking
Here's
new.
mine. My favorite.
Yeah.
I beat you.
Yeah. He
Yep.
beat you to it, but it
That is a
is.
great
I think
one.
it's the best
That's my
one of those for it.
My favorite.
Yeah.
I'm a vertical guy, so
Heck
yeah. I never tried the
Wow.
classic though for Pico. I never tried that.
It's the
It's a good
the
idea.
problem is that it's the Android app, so you kind of get Explore, right? But it's just I feel like it's better on the website, or it's better on a Linux device, especially if you do that thing where you
I
sideload
prefer it that way. I
the
prefer it
Raspberry
that
Pi version of it, because you get a proper Explore experience.
Mhm.
What app are you using for it? Are you using Infinity or the P8 Go?
P8O.
Okay.
Infinity is supposed to be better, right? Because the P8O
It
had
is, and
something
I
with
got
the
to
issue with
explore it more.
aspect ratio or something, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
But they don't have Infinity doesn't have Explore, so you have to preload your games. You have to throw them, and then just point the app to the folder, and then you'll be fine. But I'm hoping I'd like to send the developer a message and go, come on, I will tell you everybody about your app. Please do Explore.
I've seen you talk about it on your podcast before, or on your stream
Yeah.
before. Yeah, actually, I think you were talking about it last night, weren't you?
I talk about it all the time because
Right.
somebody always hops in and they're like, how do I play on Android? So yeah.
I'm gonna
So-
try to play Pico on here.
You
Tonight.
should do it. Does that thing have a multicolor screen, or isn't that just like a
It
two-color
does.
screen thing?
Oh my God, what is
dude.
that?
No.
He has.
This is called the if I can remember how to turn it on.
He's mini
This
Lee.
is called the.
Got
This
almost
is called the.
Lee does.
This is actually something that I need to be reviewing here shortly. I've had this for a while from the company. The company's awesome. They're called Clockwork.
Okay.
And they make Raspberry Pi devices. So this is actually running a Raspberry Pi 4. This is called the dev term. And it's really cool because it even comes with a little thermal printer attachment that I can put right here. And I can print cool little thermal printer things. But for portability, I didn't want to attach it. But it does have a full color display. Very, very widescreen. Some programs look a little wonky in it. But it's really cool. The keyboard's really cool. I actually wrote the script for the video for this device on this little tiny keyboard. And yeah, pretty cool. It's a pretty cool device.
awesome.
And I'm going to try Pico on it later, actually, now. So
Just the height of the keys on that are impressive to me.
Oh,
You see
yeah.
things with like the BlackBerry style keyboard where this thing looks like there's some clickety clack going on there.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're real
Cool.
keys. They're real keys. They are smaller though, So you have to kind of like tip of your finger type. But it works. Like I said, I wrote a whole script. Only thing that I would say would have been better is because I was writing it while watching a show with my wife, and we had the lights dim. I wish the keyboard was backlit. I wish the keyboard was backlit. Yeah.
You need one of those old lady styluses,
Yeah.
that they use.
Why can you talk about this?
I can use a touch screen, Roger.
Yeah.
I'm wondering why don't you have one of those? You have everything. How do you possibly? You have the old one, right? But how do you not have one of those?
It was difficult when I found out about them. They were basically already sold out. They came in a very small quantity, like very, very small.
I feel like you're just losing your touch.
Yeah.
I feel like
As a reviewer, I waited for a review unit for a year.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Wow.
It was
Yeah.
very, very small quantity. And like right as it released, they were already releasing the new one, which is like a much smaller version now.
The Pico Calc, I think they call it.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so they were like already on to their next project. And
Yeah, you're right.
I have like 20 Raspberry Pi devices, so I was like, do I really need another one?
Yes, you do.
Don't worry, Lee. You'll probably end up with this one at some point. So.
At least they sent you one.
So
Yeah, no, at least they did. But it took me a little bit. I had to go back and forth with them a bit. Just keep reminding them that I'm here, I'm waiting, stay on their radar. I didn't like hassle them like every week or so. I wrote them a message maybe every 2 months, just like, hey, just still waiting. Hopefully you haven't forgot about me.
Another saying the exact same thing to you about the review. Hey,
Yeah.
still waiting. Where
So
is
to
it
be
at?
fair though, I wanted to because these things are so back ordered, this little trackball was bad on it. And I didn't want to say like, hey, the whole device is bad because the trackball is bad. So I ordered a Japanese BlackBerry trackball, replaced it, and now I'm ready to do the review for it. I just didn't want to be on video recording it and the mouse is jumping everywhere. It could have just been one. This is one unit, right? I don't know if all their units have that issue. This one unit did, and I didn't want to review it like that. So I just replaced the trackball, and now it's ready for review.
You're too late. You just did that right now while
What a
live on
sweet
the
guy.
internet.
Yeah.
yeah.
It could have been a
Yeah.
prototype. He might have a prototype.
So
Yeah.
I think some of these guys know this, but my favorite PICO-8 device is the R46. I have the Cube XX, I have the 20SX, I have the RGB30.
That surprised me, actually.
I really like this device. I've had so much fun with it and I've enjoyed it. And like you, Kim, it's the ergonomics. I like it. And I think the reason why I like this over the Cube XX, and I do love the Cube XX, but I love Rocknicks. I freaking love Rocknicks.
Yeah.
And this has Rocknicks on it. And, you can't do it with the Cube XX. I know it sounds silly. Is it there? Oh, it's not there. But I put my little digital Jedi boot up logo on it, and you can't do that with this.
Where is
Ergonomics,
that?
this definitely has better ergonomics, but I still find myself when I'm playing PICO-8, this is the first device I reach for. So
I call that secondhand cool, like being able to customize it and stuff. And that's part of like what
Yeah.
makes the device feel like it's ours, right? It's
Right,
like
for
just
us, of course,
customizing it to ourselves.
yeah.
Yeah. So
agree.
that's, to me, that's a secondhand cool, and that's still valid. That's still a valid reason to like a device.
Mm-hmm.
I know you really love the R's, and that one I've been meaning to get around for a while. I like the shaping of the bottom, how it kind of indents, kind of like a more of a controller. But I do want to say I'm kind of
like a A1 Unicorn, almost the same body style as A1 Unicorn.
Kind of surprised you chose that one, being that you've done the full custom shelling. Show your 26.
Oh, I haven't finished it yet. I tore because I'm gonna make a video on, and I was gonna ask him. So I took my 20, and I'm 3D printing a shell, and I'm gonna remove it and everything, 2 buttons on it, and just do 2 buttons. I was gonna tell you.
You remove the shoulder buttons. Oh, that's so good.
And
that's what I want to do.
Buttons,
and so me and Van were talking about it, and I'm gonna send you one if you want. There's an option. He was like, well, if you get rid of the XY, then what are you going to use for menu buttons? I'm like, because the new one removes the menu button. I'm like, there's an option on this to have just dimples. My fingers are crooked.
Oh, that's right.
So the shorter buttons. There's an option there. Do you have it? Do you have a printer or no?
No, I don't have a printer.
Okay, I'll make you one and send it to you so you can do it. But I thought it would be a cool project. Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll do them at the same time.
And you can pick any color because he has an entire freaking wall of colors. So
that's amazing.
He's such an
He does, except for when you ask for a specific color, he doesn't have it.
I don't go in excess on
specific shade of a color, right? Like I just want the number 7 blue. You know,
I got you.
Respect one.
So yeah, and I thought it'd be cool. And I don't really like verticals, but this is so big. This and the classic are so big. I don't like verticals because they're so small, but this is so big. I think it's going to be a fun project to do.
I love it.
Yeah,
that's
awesome.
I love the screen on it. Yeah.
Huh? I feel like they all have the same screen, right? Although if I'm looking at it, maybe the CubeXX screen might seem a little bit better quality, and it could be my imagination. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, now that we're
just depends on what glasses you're wearing that day.
It could be. You wear multiple glasses. Side note: there's no ice in my cup. So, okay, no ice in my cup.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh no,
nice
Kim,
and quiet.
Kim, you don't understand.
I heard.
Running joke. Okay, yeah.
Did you watch last week what they did to me?
No.
Oh my gosh, you gotta watch it. Freaking jerks.
Wait, stand up. Are you wearing a kilt?
No, I'm not wearing a kilt. I'm wearing shorts. Okay, you jerks.
Okay.
So they got me to wear a kilt last week because I thought we were all wearing kilts and I was the only one in the kilt.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I wasn't.
It was kilt week, not kilt week. That's you. That's on you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He said we're gonna do kilts next week. That's what he said.
So actually, we joked around yesterday. We sit around and we call them our HR meetings, right? And we get together, we talk about the podcast going forward and how to format it, and because we're learning, we're doing this, we're just getting this started. And Lee made a joke that we should actually use Matt's ice in his cup rattle as a transition, like to know it's time to transition. Yeah,
there you go.
So it was pretty good.
Have like a little,
I mean, it would have been
background, and
no one would have seen it as obvious because he does it in every podcast. So they'd be like, "Oh, it's normal."
Those poor audio listeners are going to get surprised by, "Hey guys, clank, 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 clank."
Oh my god,
that's funny. Ooh,
I like the Pokeballs.
Yeah,
I do like it.
Nice touch.
Yeah.
So for the audio listeners, it's a SX, but it's got little Pokemon balls for the sticks, and it's got the little smiley face, just a little smiley face on the menu button and the power buttons. That makes me smile every single time.
Correction, they are Pokeballs, not Pokemon balls. We don't have their actual balls on his device.
Funny though, with the whole Pal Kitty smiley face button thing, in the beginning, I thought it was so cheesy. I was like, why would they put that on their device? But it's really grown on me. Like it's grown on me. I don't look at it as like a cheap weird thing anymore. I think it's cool. I think it like makes the device look happy.
Especially with all those stickers that they shipped with them. The deer, monster, dragon.
I've only ever
whatever hybrid creature.
I mean, Lee, you keep a good collection. How do you feel about the sticker accessorizing of this? Because it just makes it an infinite number of variants.
I mean, I think it's
I
a really
still
cool
have it.
idea. Yeah, I
Mhm.
wish that other handhelds kind of would think of the
Yeah.
same thing, like a skin of something of
agree.
some sort. It just to kind of personalize it, because you basically have the same handheld 30,000 other people have,
Mhm.
and you just want to personalize. And I think
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea that Pau Kitty did it. I don't think it was well received. They could probably pick some other stuff. I mean, they're in China. They could have literally made Pokemon and put it on the front. Probably would have sold a whole lot more.
Yeah.
How many
Actually, and
different,
something else, while we're on Pal Kitty, really quick, I just want to say I really loved their design of this box. And I thought they were going with a new style of boxing from there on out. And it was like a one and done. I don't know what happened. But this
Yeah.
box is so cool.
It
They
did
get one artist and then fire him.
Mhm.
maybe.
Right around election season too. Although I think it was like,
Oh, God.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys okay to go jump into some news?
Yeah,
Should
man.
we
let's
get
do it.
into it?
So, RG477M. I'm excited. This thing is gonna be. I think this thing is gonna be huge. I mean,
It's literally
Hugely
huge. It's very big.
overpriced.
Mhm.
you think? You
I
feel
think
like
so.
it?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
okay.
I have old man eyes now, so I love the spirit of this 4.7-inch screen because it just makes the retro games look bigger. But
Right.
it's heavy and metal.
It is. It is. Okay,
It's
so
heavy
every metal handheld is heavy, right? Even the 353 was kind of heavy, right? Here's my thing on this. So I have a 557, right? And I came to the realization, I think I was talking with Michael about this earlier. I love the 556. I love it. It was one of my favorite devices last year. And the reason why I chose it of the RP4 is because of the screen and the ergonomics, right? So then the 557 comes out and I'm like, oh, I gotta get it. And the price, and I was like, oh, maybe not. But then I got one. And I don't love it because the RP5 has amazing ergonomics and this incredible screen now, and it's more compatible and it costs less. Right. So I was like, so I'm contemplating, getting rid of my 557 now, which seems like when I told Too Loud that, he laughed, like he was like, what? Right. Because we would get into arguments over how I thought the 557 was better than RP4. Right. And then now, but this device here, same chipset, it is pricey, but its use case, like for me, for PS2 and GameCube, and I'm old,
I
so it's
agree,
like a private
Selfish.
screen. I'm so excited. Okay, so RP5 doesn't have good ergonomics, but with the boot on it now, and it's better ergonomics than RP4. I feel like
That's
But
fair.
yeah,
better
so-
than the RP4.
yeah, and so this thing here.
I didn't mind the RP4 though. I just want to say that. I didn't mind
Okay.
it.
Well, I mean, as you buy your choice in beans, we know you got terrible taste. Anyway, we're moving on. So this thing did use case of this thing here for PS2 and GameCube. I think it's incredible, and the metal shell, and I know everybody's going crazy over the chocolate one, but I'm glad the screen's showing it here. 500 nits of brightness, which is nice for an IPS screen. That LTPS in-cell display, they tend to be a little bit sharper, right? Yeah, I'm just excited, and I kind of think I want this silver one. I know it's like everybody's like, oh, you need the dark colored, what is it?
Yeah, the
Chocolate
black
New,
copper.
it doesn't
Yeah, black
necessarily
copper.
mean that.
But I like the
They
silver
changed
and
the name of the
silver.
color. It's not black copper anymore.
It's not.
No, dude. It's called. I just saw it on the box right now, and that's the first time I noticed. I was like, oh, black copper, black copper. Now they're calling it chocolate copper.
Oh,
Man, they
yeah.
should have went with Choco
Yeah.
Monkey, but whatever.
Oh my
And they
gosh.
changed the silver one to Silver Blade.
Oh
Yep,
So-
Silver
God.
Blade. And I
Yeah.
love the Silver Blade, the anodized. We were just talking about this the other day, the anodized steel look with the Skittle buttons. I love it. And also, for me, the fact that they went back to these sticks, which I think are the best sticks Anbernic's ever used, I'm all in on this one. I'm all in on this one. But I think for me, my use case is going to be the 8 gig, because I don't know if I need the 12 gig. I don't know.
No, because you're not going to do still 16:9 gaming on there, which is what you need that extra like screen real estate for.
Yeah,
Mhm.
if you're playing Android, then that would be the only reason you would need the extra. If you're not going there, then 8
Are you
gigs
getting one of
is
these,
fine.
Lee?
I am, but I got to get the Choco Monkey one because if if you're charging me extra money, you better be painting that shell and not just giving me one right out of the
It's
CNC machine.
anodized. Oh my god!
I really like the bronze coloring anyway. I think it looks so good. And for me, what it is, it's like I like to choose the handhelds that we haven't gotten that color yet from another one, right? Like when will we see another bronze?
It is a
Excuse me.
bold choice. I'll say that.
Actually,
Yeah. Okay. There are very small
Mouse.
times that Anbernic makes a special color, and when they do it, they only usually do it once and never happens again. So I
Yeah.
gotta get the brown because it probably will never come back ever again.
You guys are
Just like-
terrible.
Yeah.
Making me second guess it.
I mean, I'm on your team as far as like the color choices. If I were to get one, I think it would be the silver. I do think the chocolate bronze looks unique. I wish they would go back to the wild like pink purple color of was it the 280M?
rose gold, and it was great.
280M with a was it
With the gradient color. Yeah, that was really good. Yeah. So you're not getting one of these? Michael?
Not right off the bat. Between the price and also just the utility. The utility for this is definitely got some power, but it's the size of the screen. I mean, I hate to say it because I'm Mr. Cheap. I'm the cheapest guy in the world. I have too many handhelds, but I'm the cheapest guy in the world. I want to see that screen in an XX style device. Like I want to see that screen, that size of screen, or whatever the SKU is in another device, which is less expensive.
Nice.
I mean, it's
What about
Anbernic.
you?
It's
You getting one, or you got a review unit coming, or what are you thinking?
I'm waiting. I'm hoping that I will get a review unit. So hopefully.
Come on, send this
And-
lady her review unit.
Right. So, but yeah, I think it's I'm excited for it. I think that it's got definitely some use cases. Not a lot of people. Well, there's definitely a section of people that were kind of against the 16:9 and the RP5. So they're like, I want something more pocketable. So, but I think it's cool. I really like both of the color schemes. So I don't know which one I'll get. I guess I don't care. Either one. Either one are fine. I'm fine with either silver or the bronzy, the chocolate bronze.
Yeah, the chocolate.
I might be
one, right? Oh, sorry, Lee.
Yeah, no. I was just gonna say I might be a conspiracy theorist here, but Anbernic always annoys me when they bring out a new unit. It's like 557 bad sticks, and then they're like, okay, well, what are we gonna do for the 477? They're like, good sticks, but then let's put in a bad screen. It's like just put both of them. Give me OLED with the big sticks. Like
on that OLED train. Come on.
I get that. I get that. So,
please
Especially
just stop
for the
messing
ticket,
around.
right?
Huh?
For the cost of the unit, like
Yeah.
give us OLED.
The thing to keep in mind though is that the screen manufacturer in China is your leading edge, right? So a lot of cases it's like, oh, this SKU of screen became available. Let's go build a handheld around that. I just don't think that they have an OLED SKU of this 4.7-inch screen like available. Otherwise, maybe they would have built a handheld around it. Right. Best I can tell, the screen of the 557 is the same screen as the 556.
I think that they have to get one thing wrong all the time. So you have to buy the next upcoming device because it's never just perfect.
I mean, I just want to take this as
That's how
another
they do
opportunity. Yeah, to dunk on the 557 because we've already been there. Why do you put the baby sticks on the big handheld? Right? The big handheld, you want to feel like a game controller. It's got to have the big sticks.
I have a theory on it.
So,
I think
this is supposed to go in the pocket.
No way.
You should put the baby sticks on the 477.
Right.
Yeah.
No, please, no baby sticks on anything. I'm done with baby sticks. I'm done. I don't want them on any, unless it's a small flip, like a Miyoo flip or like an Anbernic, something like that. But if it has a 4.7-inch screen or bigger, give me appropriate sticks, please.
Right.
I
agree.
Just saying.
I
Like,
agree.
the
It's
thing
not
is
going in
not
your pocket.
pocketable anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they're trying to get rid of stock, like start making them swappable, where you can just pull them off, and just add a couple in there, and maybe people like that handheld.
The third-party sticks. We have to do our annual. Also, you say his name 3 times, and Pun Live will just appear. Like I got my hype stick. I got my 2 boxes.
Actually, I need to check my mailbox because I'm pretty sure I got some.
These have changed my mind about swappable sticks because
Thank you for reminding me. I need to order some of those.
He's awesome.
They're
He's
so good.
awesome. Yeah.
He's
awesome.
So Michael said something. I have a theory. I think that they put those sticks in there because they needed them for the slide, and then they needed something to do, so they stuck them in another device. Maybe there was a commitment that they had to purchase a certain amount, because that's the only thing that makes sense. Because they had the sticks from the 406H.
Mhm.
I don't know. Anyway,
Listen to
Okay,
us,
so-
Anbernic. This is all you need to do.
So
Get those stupid sticks, melt them down, make ramen out of them, or whatever you guys do,
no,
and just give us the good sticks.
no, dude.
make
No.
ramen out of them. Oh my god.
So my take on the 477, I will go with the chocolate bronze.
Yes.
Anyways, I like bronze. I do. I like bronze. I like gold. I like yellows. So those colors, they attract me anyway. Also the fact that it's a metal. I really liked the 405M, but there was something with the screen and pixelation that it just kind of was not there for me. Like when I'm playing games that have text that I have to read, it just never, it was never clear or sharp for me. And as much as I loved the device and how comfortable it was and how it was powerful for what it was, right? And I really enjoyed it. And I like metal devices. I like picking them up and they're cold from sitting in the room AC. Like I really enjoy that. So I think though, like to me, like this 477, it's kind of marketed as like a luxury handheld from Anbernic, being that it's a metal and stuff like that. So I think it is kind of a miss without the OLED.
Yes.
It does kind of bum me out, especially being like one of their more top tier premium devices. Let me say that, not luxury, but premium, right? And so it's kind of a miss without the OLED. I think if I'm gonna order it, it'd probably be the 12 gigabyte. I know I could save $50 by going with the 8, but the reason I'd go with the 12 is kind of like I'm just like that with everything. It's like I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And so I'm probably gonna go that route with it. And I don't know. It just looks really solid. It looks like a good device. I'm hoping we get some print files for us to make some stack shoulders like we did with the 405s. So we had great community support as far as printing mods, 3D printing mods, and stuff like that. Actually, in that video, it kind of looked like the joysticks might pop off. I don't know if you guys
They
caught
do.
that.
They do. They do. The ones on the
okay.
406H do pop off because I already put Hype 6 on mine. Chill.
Well, no, the 477.
Yeah,
they
it's the
look
same
like
sticks.
they.
It's the same sticks as the
Okay.
406.
Okay.
Oh.
Yep. So they do look like they pop off. So confirmed they most likely do pop off. But I'm excited for it. I think 4:3 is a pretty sweet aspect ratio. I don't mind playing 16:9. I'm weird though. I'm different than everybody. I'll stretch everything on every device and make it work.
I'm stretching everything.
I don't really
But you're
care.
a difference. You can't see. Chulak can still see.
Yeah, I can.
I'm gonna kick him off. I'm gonna kick him off.
Don't give him the middle finger in the middle of our screen. You save that for later.
So yeah, super exciting. I think it's gonna be cool. I think it's gonna be a hit. I think the community is gonna really circle around this device. I mean, it is a little bit pricey. So we'll have to see as far as I mean, I think there's gonna be a lot more people that want it that actually don't buy it just because of the price, but they actually want it, so they'll wait till like maybe secondhand or something like that. But I think that that this device will be really good, and I'm really excited to see what Gamma has to do for this device, because I'm sure he's gonna circle around and drop some firmware for it.
I agree with you on all of that, but I don't think only the price will keep people away from this. I feel like the community in sorts has made the Dimensity 8300 look like trash, and I think people seeing that chip in there, they're gonna be like, "Oh, hard pass." But I mean, I've used it in the 577 or the 557, and it ran everything I threw at it.
Great, man, right? It's great.
Yeah.
Selfish has a good point in the chat. If you take a look about the beginning of the 12 gigabyte with the custom Molly drivers, like they are working. Like I think we had even heard reports like they are working to get better custom drivers, which is kind of the leading edge towards getting better performance out of the 8300. Is like, oh, it doesn't have the turnip drivers. Well, if you get them to work with getting better custom drivers, you will get that level of performance out of it. We've seen it in benchmarks. We just haven't seen it in reality.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And I can tell you everything that I've thrown at it, it's run like a champ, And even with the newer build of the latest build of Eden, there's some stuff that wasn't running before that's running now, even with just that build Switch stuff that I wasn't, I mean, there's some hardcore games that weren't playing, but I was able to get Super Mario Wonder to play, and it worked good. I mean,
That's
there's
pretty good.
PS2, GameCube. I mean, that's why I'm excited for the 477 because it's. I might be in the minority here, but I actually prefer GameCube over PS2. I just prefer the Nintendo titles, and I'm so excited to play GameCube and N64 on that device.
Yeah, same.
And
Same.
because I'm a dork, I'm gonna put my Super Nintendo and my Atari 2600. Shut up! Don't say nothing to me. Games on that thing on that 5-inch screen, and I'm gonna play the heck out of Atari 2600 Berserk on that thing.
I mean, you had me until you said Atari. I was all with you. I was like, heck yeah, that's my guy. He's naming all the sweet spots. And then he said Atari 2600. I was like,
you had to be there. You had to be there.
Dude.
I got your back.
How about
with
I got your
TurboGrafx?
back on Atari.
Maybe
I
they're
love Atari.
with the ColecoVision, with the Intellivision, and again, speaking of PICO-8, half of the fun of those games is figuring out, I don't know how this game works. I don't know how this game is supposed to be played. I'm spending half my time figuring out what the heck the mechanic, what the game is.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Let's. Anybody else have anything about the 477? You guys want to move on?
I think we're good to pivot. Yeah.
Let's move.
Let's talk about INEO.
INEO.
This week they've
much
had
INEO.
like 10 hours worth of live streams this week. I mean, it's been insane, and there's too much to cover. I mean, it's just
Can we pull up the video so we can kind of cut through it to certain segments of so we have visual.
There's
They're
like,
making
pictures
they're
at least.
making a phone like
there's like
why?
3 different videos, dude. There's like 3.
Pull up
different
the one that's 1 hour and 25 minutes.
videos. Okay, I will see. I gotta find it because that one is.
While you do that, we can.
Let's talk about it a little bit. Well,
Yeah.
the leading one I feel like is the Pocket DS.
Yeah, DS.
Like, it's the most
Yes.
interesting
Yes,
of the
agreed.
11
Agreed.
things which they announced.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, really quick, what since we have Kim here, have you seen all of the stuff that INEO has announced? And
No, I've
Oh
seen
my gosh.
quite a bit, but I haven't. It was just a blur. There was way too much.
yeah.
Okay, this is
I get it.
5-minute
It was a ton.
They released a 5-minute synopsis of all the stuff that they got.
Oh, good.
Oh, perfect then. That's perfect. Yeah.
So it's.
I mean, you probably don't
insane.
want the other video because it sounds like he's in a wind tunnel. It's pretty bad.
Oh yeah, and the audio. Did you guys see? Like they had people controlling audio, and they kept cutting him off. The audio was getting so loud, and it was like, "What are you guys doing?"
Actually, let's play the 5-minute one. Let's play it. Let's look at it. We'll talk about it.
You want audio? Or no,
I am excited though. I will tell you that. Like, it kind of seems like they took everything that they had in R&D right now and just dumped it on the table for everybody.
Yes.
Like, this is what we got, guys. Like,
I think they had
Keep the audio
to.
low. This way we can still like talk over it without interfering.
yes,
Boom, right
yes,
up
yes,
the top. So we talked about the Pocket Vert. Can you guys see the screen?
Oh,
No,
No, I'm bringing it up now.
It's loading right now.
there we go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes, this one had very little mention actually.
No mention on it,
Um,
right? So then we were talking earlier about this, and what's the point of this if they have the DMG already? And Lee brought up a good point. It's probably a device into their new budget or affordable line that they're working on, right? And how cool would that be to have like a DMG baby brother that's a high end vertical,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, dude.
Is this a direct competitor for the Classic?
I think so.
Can you go full
Man,
screen with the
imagine-
video?
I really think so.
Imagine they pull off a
little-
classic with sticks before Retroid.
Can you go full screen on the video? The little open. Yeah,
there you go.
that's good.
Okay.
It doesn't look like it's showing much about
Lee,
it.
Lee,
but
what does this say, Lee?
yeah,
I'm just kidding.
yeah. Got Google Lens.
All right,
it.
hey, let's pause. Let's pause on that. Let's pause on that slide for a minute. Go back just a second. All right. So what we got here?
Okay.
Unprecedented Ultra HD of Android. I love it. I love the translation.
give him credit for trying.
More than a device.
What-
A true masterpiece.
Yes, bro.
I don't
Crafted.
speak Mandarin, but they're trying to speak
Premium
English. So give him credit.
materials, top-tier design. Yeah, no, hey, it works, bro.
Mhm.
I don't have to break out the Google thing and like scan the screen and do all that stuff. So I'm happy with it. So premium materials, that screams to me INEO style, right? Glass,
Right.
metals. So it'll feel good in the hand. It'll feel nice and premium. Seems that we'll be getting an Ultra HD. Does that mean 2K? Because
How are they gonna
UHD
do that? Yeah.
is 2K.
Mhm.
So I'm curious about that.
Ultra HD
guess-
is very undescriptive in the China world.
Yeah. Maybe we're missing it here. Maybe this is a follow-up to the DMG.
You
And
know
maybe this is I don't know.
why? I think they ransacked a Retroid factory, or they probably were working in the same area. They got all the boards with the processors, and they're just gonna build a new shell around it. It's basically gonna be a second classic.
They've got stiff competition though. Like I
Yeah.
recognize you can go.
I
more
mean,
for
I think
the
it's gonna be the
but-
same thing, just glass and metal, probably, or
Mhm.
their form of premium plastic, which we all know isn't that great.
Right.
What
Kim,
do
you have
I mean,
any
I would-
INUs?
I
would
don't.
take that with a stick.
They're a little pricey for me, and I'm just very much a stickler on something that costs that much. I'm going to wait for a review unit, which will never happen, and it's okay. So
That's
I'd
fair.
love to have one.
That's
I
fair.
want to. I am going to try to get one. I think like secondhand pretty soon.
Mhm.
So we'll see if that happens.
It's a good option. Secondhand is a really good option when it comes to INEO. Let the others sort out whether or not they got bad batches and stuff. INEO has a kind of a crappy reputation with customer support.
Poor Lee.
I'm just
Poor
gonna throw
Lee.
that
Just
out
ask Lee.
there.
That's poor Lee, man.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think secondhand is probably the way to go.
What were you
I
gonna say?
do.
Yeah, 11 wing. I know you're listening out there. Get better or upgrade to 12 wing, one or the other.
The 11 Wang is the customer support specialist for INEO.
I'm sorry to hear
That's
that.
funny. Yeah.
Yeah. We wondered what happened to the other 10 Wangs before 11.
Oh
So all right.
All
Well,
right,
this
we
I
move
think this is the big one.
the more interesting one. Let's go to
Yeah.
the interesting one.
Yeah. it's a
The
big
world
one.
Yeah.
first Android dual screen clamshell, I think, was the claim.
Yep.
And I had to think about that because I kept thinking about this. I'm like, no, you've got flippy. No, wait, that's right, dual screen.
Mhm.
Let's hit play and move forward. We can talk about
I'm
what
gonna
it
say
is.
while this is playing, this is for me, depending on the price. You know what I mean?
Same.
Yeah.
I can't get over the bezels.
Same.
You think they're bad?
Yeah.
It's got like the adorable little chin with the buttons on it.
Now,
awesome.
okay, me and Tula were talking about this. Okay, this render is completely off because when we saw
It
the
is.
live model, those
Uh-huh.
sticks aren't that tiny. Like when we first saw
Yeah.
it, we were like, man, those sticks are tiny.
Yeah. They're full size, aren't they? They just recessed.
No, they're not full size.
No,
I'd say
not
they're
full size.
slightly under full size, but closer to full
Yeah,
size.
more like
That's good,
like
'cause those are tiny.
Retroid size, like I guess like
It did. I think that
Not-
they're just
not this
planning
tiny.
clam on top of their
Mhm.
dual
Huh.
screen.
yeah, I agree. So yeah, we were talking about this, then we were looking, you know us, we'll get an image, we'll hyper analyze it, like really try to look at what type of device we're looking at here. We did talk about a bit about whether the D-pad and the face buttons looked a bit shallow. Because they are pretty down there, but in person they're so
They're slightly
in person
taller
there
in
was
person.
a video. Yes. So I think the render just kind of sets this off a little bit, kind of actually hinders sales a bit. I think they need to stop using this render.
Yes.
But I am really excited about it. I understand where Lee's coming from, right? Like the bottom screen, like this render doesn't show it, but the bezel is pretty chunky, especially on the left and the right of the screen. But I still, to me, it's not enough to push me away from the device. The only thing that will push me away from this device is an unsettling price, right?
Yeah.
So
Yep. I
So
agree.
go back to that image really quick. Oh, it's right there. That's fine. It's coming up. Cool. So I only have one gripe about this, really. I mean, the bezels do suck, but I mean, you're gonna get over it, right?
Right this here is this the screen you wanted, Lee?
No, just the picture of the DS, or the DS device itself. So when I was looking at this thing, the first thing I told Tulad was that the buttons on the bottom, left and right, I was like, your palms are gonna sit right there, right? And
Yeah.
you're probably gonna hit both those, because like when I seen him using it live, his palms were very close to those buttons, and I think he was trying to avoid them purposely.
That's interesting.
But
You always catch those little
Hmm.
details and stuff, man. And that's
Well-
where you're good. I mean, we talk about it like somebody said to me on the side, and I didn't say nothing. They're like, Lee is so ugly. Why do you have him on? I'm like, because he's brilliant and he catches this stuff that nobody else sees. And then we have people like Kim to make up for his ugliness, right? Because you know what I mean. She
True.
evens it out, right? Because like, all right, so we
Yeah,
have
thank
somebody like,
God.
True.
Yeah.
Thank
So
God.
like, yeah, those buttons I'm a little concerned about, especially for people with bigger hands. I feel like that their palms are going to touch those bottom buttons. We'll have to see when it comes through with the device. But yeah, the bezels suck. And actually, when we saw this, I instantly pre-ordered the 1X Sugar after this. Because I was
Really?
actually waiting to see what they were going to
Yeah,
drop.
it
And as
was.
soon as when they were like OLED on top, ISP on bottom,
Mhm.
it was done right there. I was like, I want both OLEDs, OLED on top, OLED on bottom. And I went with
So I have a
1X Sugar.
question for everybody here, really quick, actually, and that's how much do you love 3DS and NDS? Like, if you had to put a price on that, where would it be? Because that's really what these are, you
Right?
know,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
I'm gonna give
directed
you.
at.
I'm gonna give you the cop out answer. It's got less to do with DS and 3DS specifically, and it's more about I care more about the opportunity to play a game than I do actually
Yes.
playing it. It's
But
like,
Tula
oh,
said
I
it
just want the
earlier,
one
right?
device that does it all, right? And
Yeah.
it carries in my pocket, and then I go, and I will probably spend most of my time not playing those systems, but I can.
Yeah, Tula
Yeah.
said it right. Better to have it than not.
Mhm.
So it's that, but that's another. You brought up another great point right there, Michael. We saw this in the live stream. Me and Tula were watching it like at 1 a.m. This thing is almost as thick as the 1S. How
It is.
pocketable is it going to be?
It's thick. They didn't narrow it down at all, I don't think.
Is the actual one or
but-
is this a render?
No, that's still a render.
That's a
This
render
is
because
still
there's
a
no button on the buttons, but it has some of the more data on there.
Oh, okay. All right.
I
This
do
is
unfortunately
still a
have
render.
to drop right now, but I will be in the chat. So have fun,
Thank you,
guys.
Michael.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Michael.
hang
Always
out with you.
having great
I'm gonna go
having
to
you.
your stream. I'm gonna go to your streams too. They're super fun. Everybody, go to
Yay.
Kim's your PICO-8 streams. They're super cool.
Yes, they are. They are. Later, buddy.
Okay, so I did want to mention on here because while me and Lee were analyzing this stuff, I had him pull up the new Flip 1S, which is the x86, the PC equivalent of this one from Ioneo. And one thing that I did notice is that this one it actually has the front-facing speakers, where the 1S does not have the front-facing speakers.
Right.
Also,
I did notice
too,
that as well too.
Yep. Also, too, this has a bigger screen on the bottom than the 1S.
I thought they were the
Though,
same screens. Is it
though,
slightly.
okay?
yes,
And this one
slightly
has
bigger.
the ergonomics on the rear. The one that's does the one that's have the bump outs on the back, the grips?
I haven't seen the back of the 1S, to be fair.
I didn't pay attention either.
Yeah, this thing has
Yeah,
got
I have
some
not.
hellacious
This
grips
has,
on the back.
it has some grips. It has
Yeah.
some whatever you want to call it
E-
back there.
Either way,
But,
the bottom of the screen is weird with the tiny bezels on top and then the big bezels on the side. It drives me nuts.
Well, I'm it's a 3x2 on the bottom screen, so I'm in. But
Yeah,
to answer the
I'm
question,
in. I'm excited.
I don't. You guys pointed out I'm old. I'm kind of. I'll play 3DS because it's cool, but like my Magic X 040, I play the shmups. Like I don't play the DS games. I just watched Kim's video the other day about it, and you were talking about. I think you play most of these shmups too on yours, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, I would play shmups. Arcade will definitely win, unfortunately,
Yeah.
over DS. So, but I think it's a neat. I mean, the 40. I think it's a neat device for DS. But yeah, I'm looking at this Pocket DS, and I know it could probably play 3DS, but I would probably use it in a different aspect. Like I'd have a YouTube video down at the bottom and playing, some 16:9 system up at top. I know that's what I would end up doing.
Same.
So-
I think a lot of people actually like that would be the use case, right? Like,
Yeah.
Like having something, a video or a walkthrough video on the bottom while playing the game up top, or maybe a Discord pulled up on the bottom, chatting with friends while having the game up top. I think that, to me, I honestly, like, thinking about it now in retrospect, that would probably be the way that I utilize this the most. Because yes, there are a couple 3DS or NDS titles that I would possibly play here or there, but even now I have access to those games to play them, and I really don't.
Same.
They're not like a huge part of my go back to library, you know. So I don't know. I think the concept of it is really cool, right? Like, I think the innovation, that the having the dual screens and everything like that is really cool. I'm excited to see it. I guess now I'm more excited to know how many people are going to use this as a
Yeah.
NDS 3DS machine, because I don't know.
I think for me, it's situational based on the price. I really think that's going to
Yeah,
be.
that's really it. The price will determine if it gets pre-orders or not. I mean, if it comes out of the gates at like 800, probably
Yeah.
nobody.
And
Oh.
I think that, to be honest, all the diehard 3DS people, they have a 3DS or like 5 3DSs, in
Yep.
different
Yeah.
colors.
Yeah,
So
fine.
they're
Yeah.
going to say they're going to be the original hardware fanboys that just want to play it on
Yeah.
there. So, I think it's a cool concept, but again, as far as technology, like just strictly technology and where handhelds are going, I think that's awesome. I'm all for it. But again, with the price, that's where.
Yeah, I get that. I think they price themselves out of a lot of business and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure.
And-
yeah.
And their customer experience. Like, I really want. I have
That part.
an odd obsession with 3x2 aspect ratio devices, Kim. I have all of them except for the Ace. And I really want an Ace, but like, I know Mikhailov is still waiting on his. Every device Lee has gotten, he couldn't play it for months because he had to wait for something else to come afterwards and
Ugh.
have 100 emails. Too Loud just bought the second best x86 device you can buy from A&E,
Second
and
best.
and he and it took like, I don't know, like it was like 4.5 years for it to actually get to him or something. You know what I mean? So that stuff is kind of like I think those things just kind of pushed them out. Like, they're announcing 8 different devices or 11 different devices, and they still have 3 devices ago. They announced that people still haven't gotten their orders in, and that stuff
Right.
just makes like, I don't know. I'm a little anxious about that. I'm a little anxious.
So me and Too Loud have a theory about it, but we'll talk about it when we probably hit the next devices. But yeah, Ioneo even came out and claimed themselves as the Apple of
Yeah.
the handheld industry, but they clearly do not follow the same guidelines. Like, it's impossible to talk to them, it's impossible to get parts, but they claim as premium.
Mhm.
They actually said that they're the Apple of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they refer
Oh
to
my
it.
gosh, I
In a
didn't.
live
I
stream.
didn't
What's
hear
his name?
that.
Arthur. What's his Arthur something or other? He referred to them as yeah. And he said it with a
So,
dead, confident
That's
look on his face.
hilarious.
Yeah.
So everybody should probably ask them. So since you're the Apple of the devices, does that mean that you're not supporting anything once you come out with something else, or the
They
software
don't.
or the
They do follow
the
that.
whole
Yeah.
right, like, because that's
Really
exactly
good.
what they're
It's really
doing.
good.
When a new iOS drops, and everybody they had iPhone 6 or the iPhone 5 or whatever, they're like, oh, I can't download iOS 18. You gotta
Yeah.
upgrade. Oh, your
Yeah.
battery shot.
I
You
mean,
gotta upgrade.
the one thing that I will give Apple is the Apple Care. Apple Care is amazing.
Oh yeah, it is.
Like, you break your screen, you go to an Apple store, or you send it in, or they'll provide you with a local shop to you that you could take it into, where
Mhm.
it's covered under the Apple Care. And where is Ioneo providing us with any type of service like that? I don't
No.
think so. Literally, you're waiting for them to send you repair parts for you to repair it yourself for months.
Yeah.
And so there's nothing like that. And I think that, like Matt said, is customer support matters.
Absolutely.
It,
Absolutely.
it really does, especially when you're like, I mean, all right, like a $40 handheld or something, we don't expect much, right?
Mm.
When you're talking $800 to $2,000 device, this is where the waters get muddied. Like, we need customer support. We expect it. Like, I don't know. I'm not that savvy on Chinese customs, on how their relations are with their stores in China, mainly in China. But here in the United States, like, we're used to having a warranty where our devices, if they come with some sort of issue from the manufacturer, they're covered for at least a year. A lot of them 2 years, and we don't get that with them. We don't. It's
Right.
like it's hard to even get an email from them sometimes.
Yeah.
And literally, they want you to, like, what was it, Lee? Like 7 days. They want you to report any
Yeah.
issues you find with the device within 7 days.
That's it. It's only
Like-
7 days. But I knew.
Yeah, but here's the
That's-
worst part about it, right?
Oh my God.
Even if you report it in the 7 days, it's like you send it out, and then 3 months later, you're probably getting your device again. Like, what's the point?
Yeah, yeah.
crazy.
They've already released a new model. Yeah,
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Well, to your point, Too Loud. I mean, why would somebody pick these devices over, say a Steam Deck? We could go to Valve, and Valve is US based. I'll get it. I'll get a replacement. I'll get fantastic customer support. We'll do all of that. So
Yeah.
I
Neo,
mean-
they really just they need to
Step
they
it
need
up,
to
yeah.
think about those things. So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, to your point, yes. In terms of x86, there's tons of options, but I will give something to Neo. When they make Android devices and they send them out, they feel so good. I mean, they do feel premium. Other than most of their plastic sucks because it's fading or changing color or whatnot. But when they do metal devices, they just feel really, really good. So they do have someone with great ideas there. It's just they're not utilizing that person at all.
yeah,
Actually,
That's
that's
what
what,
I've
I was
heard.
going to touch on. So, two things. One is Neos are now able to be purchased at your Best Buys, right? Which is
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of
that's
crazy.
right.
That Best Buy would carry a product that has a company backing it with horrible customer service.
I forgot about that.
Like,
But you
that's
can get
really,
the
really
decal warranty
interesting.
through Best Buy because I looked
Well,
at it
yes,
Mhm.
and they'll honor, which is awesome.
yes. So that actually that would probably be a great route for people to go. But the thing is that they don't tend to carry the newest and latest of their products there.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so for instance, like, why would somebody go with an Aya Neo over, say, a Steam Deck, a ROG Ally, a Legion Go? On one hand, I would say don't go with them. If you're just buying a device and you just want one device and you're just a casual gamer and you just don't want to deal with issues or headaches. If you have an issue, you want to be able to reach somebody and actually get some real support. Don't go with them. Go with one of the big brands. Go with Lenovo. Get a Legion Go. Go with Asus and Ally or Steam and the Steam Deck. But if you're the type of person who wants to be on the latest and greatest of innovation, that's where I think that these boutiques, like, because they are boutique shops, right? That's where I think that these boutique shops shine. Right, is that you are on the bleeding edge. You are on the newest, latest stuff. Right, like, so for me, like, I had not been attracted to any Neo x86 handheld or handheld PC until the Neo 3's release. The Neo 3, which I have it here, fingerprint magnet. What attracted me to this was the fact that it had these, and it could be a gimmick, I don't know, these magic modules that pop out the whole control, and now I can change. As you can see, I have both of my sticks up top. My orientation is having
weird.
both sticks on top.
Freaking weird.
And
That's very cool.
No,
I
he's
know
weird.
a lot of people don't like it, but it's so
He's weird.
comfortable to me.
Nobody
like, just being
likes
able
it.
to have.
You,
Nobody likes it.
except for him.
Oh,
But you have
that's
to
bad.
understand.
Bad.
Yeah, yeah,
See?
bad.
Yeah, you go.
So, Matt, you're hilarious, dude. So because for me, when I play an x86 device, dude, I'm not like everybody else, right? Like, a lot of people, like, they're just one device. They're gonna try to play everything on that device. For me, this is strictly a PC. This is what this is. I play modern games on here. I don't play everything else on here. This is my modern game machine, and I'm playing FPSs, and I'm playing, like survival games and stuff like that. Games that 90% of the time your fingers are on the sticks. So for me, and I don't have the longest thumbs in the world, so for me it's more comfortable to just have them up top, and I liked having the trigger locks so that I have short trigger pulls.
The trigger lock is awesome. Trigger locks is an awesome plus.
Yeah, so for me, that's what was the main draw on this. Plus the HX370, right? Like the Z2, I followed
And
it for a
OLED.
while, and I was super excited about the OLED too. Yeah, of course. But the Z2 that's coming in the new MSI Claw, Asus ROG Ally X, Xbox version, Legion Go, is literally just a cut down HX370. So why wouldn't I just get the full package and go with the HX370? Also, too, as a reviewer, I wanted something to be able to compare those Z2s to. So I wanted to have an HX370 device, and the only devices that are coming with HX370s happen to be the boutique items. It's not any of the big brands. None of the big brands are coming out with HX370s, except for I think the Zotac Zone, which I don't even know if we could consider them big brand or boutique, because like last time they only released in Micro Center. So it was like, so I just wanted to have one for myself to play, but also for comparisons. So I think that's the reason to go with Aya Neo. You want to be on the bleeding edge. You want to, but don't be mad because you're the one who chose to do it if it had some problems, right? So
And a price tag.
and a price tag. We're not going to talk about that because my wife's probably watching. I got this as a review unit, babe, and I'm going to stick to that. So.
Those things in there. How much? What?
Yeah, but I agree with Too Loud. I use mine the same way Too Loud does. Like it's strictly AAA games. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and burn my battery away on Super Nintendo when I have like 100 other units that can pull that off. And those devices, they eat away their batteries pretty quick. So I would rather just use it to play like the latest and greatest in games than to try to emulate on it. I know a lot of people love to emulate on them, but to each their own. So that's how I'm just gonna leave it. But like Too Loud, I needed to have one. I actually have 6, and yeah, they're great.
I needed to have one.
I need to have one. I need 6.
Yeah.
Gotta love the disease.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
You have
It's
x86,
crazy.
Kim. You have a Steam Deck, right?
I have a Steam Deck, and that's the only one that I have. Eventually, I will get something else, but I love the Steam Deck so much. It's so.
There's some people that have a cult following, so we have a couple x86s here.
It's so good.
My kids, they fight over the Steam Deck. We have other devices that are more powerful, and they fight over the Steam Deck. I'm like, why? And we took them out of the country in April, and they were just going at it over it. And my one guy's 11. My 16-year-old is taller than I am, and he's got me by like 60 pounds. And the 11-year-old wins the fight every time. Every time. The 16-year-old doesn't cry anymore, but he looks like he wants to cry when the 11-year-old's done with him. You know what I mean? He's like, all right, I guess I'll take the Rogue Ally. I'm like, yo, it's such a terrible choice,
Oh
right?
God, I'm slumming it.
So, yeah, right.
Yeah,
So I think the big appeal and I could be wrong. This could be a hot take. I think the big appeal with the Steam Deck is the same thing as a console, right? It's simplicity.
Oh yeah.
Just the simple to use aspect of it. The quick
Or Jedi
game
says,
time.
time to game.
Yeah,
time to game. Like literally turning it on right there at your library, choose your game and launch it and play. You don't have to. Also, too, you don't have to go to 10 different places to get your updates. Like on Windows, I need to get an AMD update. I need to get a Windows update. I need to update my Epic, my Steam launcher, my everything. So I think it's just simplicity. And like I said, for the longest, and actually, I'm kind of like, it's kind of crazy to me to admit this, and I'm gonna admit it live. Steam Deck had the best controller system out of any x86 device forever to me. Like it was literally the king.
So
like
comfy.
Still does.
I'm not a Steam Deck person. I had one for a year. I enjoyed it for the time, but once I got my hands on the Ally and then the Legion Go, and I was like, no, I'm totally a Windows guy. I gotta stay here. My games that I love live here. They don't live there, But I always missed the Steam Deck's controls because they're just so good. I think the Aya Neo 3's controls are better than the Steam Deck.
Well, being able to switch them out does help.
Yeah, being able to switch them out and really customize them to your hands, to your play style, makes such a big difference. It's huge. Like I can't explain it enough. I mean, it is kind of whack that you buy the device and you have to buy these magic modules separate. That's kind of whack to me.
Oh my
Like,
God.
but the fact is, right? Like
They weren't that expensive.
Look at how many styles of gaming you have here.
That's a
like-
really cool concept, honestly.
It is.
Yeah.
Like so cool, so cool.
Yeah.
And then like with the ones that are like a joystick with face buttons, right? Like you would normally have it in this orientation. This is how it comes for joystick, right? Joystick on the bottom, face buttons on top. When you flip it over, it's like, okay, yeah, but the buttons are upside down. They give you a tool to pop the face buttons out and flip them over into the correct orientation.
That's
so
pretty cool.
super cool. And it's been really comfy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Metrics, they put it away because it's bootleg. It's not as good as a One X Fly. I'm
I
just
mean,
metrics.
I'll give it to Kim. The Steam Deck paved the way for
It did.
all
Absolutely.
of these units.
Absolutely.
But really, I think that Valve is really milking it now. Give us Steam Deck 2. Like it's
Mhm.
outdated
Please.
now. It's
Please.
based on their
Please.
competition, they have been far past by all the competition.
What, 3.5 years now? Since it's been out? Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
thing is
Wow.
like we're a tech world, right? So 3.5 years is basically like 40 years. It's
Yeah,
just
that's a
like
long time.
They're
Yeah.
still
Yeah, it is a
doing it,
long
though,
time.
and they're still.
I mean, I don't want a Steam Deck every year. Don't get it wrong. I
Yeah,
don't want one
exactly.
every year. Like,
Yeah.
but like with a PC, it's different than a console, right? Like, and I think that's where Steam Deck needs to wrap their head around. They're probably looking at it like, no, we're the console of PC world. Like, no, you're not. You're not. You're not getting the same optimizations console are getting. Like
Right.
that's the reason why console can last 8 years for one console, 10 years for one console is because they're heavily optimized for that one chipset. You're not getting that kind of support. You're not yet. Maybe one day you will, but it's not happening yet. So in the meantime, we need a Steam Deck 2. I love what they're doing. Maybe Steam Deck 2 will knock it out of the park for me. But for right now, I'm still a Windows guy. We need to work on anti-cheat on Linux. So
And if
They
they
just
keep-
need
If
They-
they don't
yeah.
launch anything soon, they're going to be like Nintendo with the Switch 2 that took 85 years. That's what I'm going
Yeah.
with.
well, they're just milking it, right? Because like
Right.
they sold them at a loss. So I mean, but they're a huge company, so it doesn't hurt them in any way.
I don't think it's
And
a
that's-
loss anymore, though. They're making
No,
up
I
for
don't
that
think so.
now.
But that's where I
yeah.
was getting to is like they've milked it so long, like
Mhm.
you know they got to be in the profit margins now. And then
Yeah,
not only that,
yeah.
they dropped the OLED version, which sold a huge amount too. I mean, we saw it in the market. People were selling all their LCDs so they could buy OLEDs.
Yep.
And now we're just at this point where 16 gigs and the Aether chip just doesn't cut it no more. We need at least like what the ROG Ally's doing or the Legion Go is doing is we need 24 gigs and a new chipset. And that's like bare minimum. I mean, I would say 32 is a much better place to be. You probably don't need 32 for the Steam OS. 24 would probably be great though.
Mhm.
So I just Googled just to see, and it looks like the Steam Deck has probably sold about 5 million units.
Wow.
That's huge.
That's insane.
That's huge, but
huge.
it could be more.
Like-
You know what's funny is I've even talked to like 20-year-olds that I had to school them on what a Steam Deck was.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
and they play Fortnite. They play, I mean,
Yeah.
don't get me started about Fortnite, but you know what I mean? Like they play all the FPS games, Call of Duty and all that. And they're like, what? What's a Steam Deck? I'm like, you know about Steam, right? Yeah, that's how I launch my games. I'm like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
It's like playing NES and then not understanding what a Game Boy is. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Kissing
Yeah.
everything's a Switch.
I think Kula touched on that. I think it's the anti-cheat. So I'm a giant dork, and I've been playing Destiny since the beta from Destiny 1. Can't play Destiny on Steam Deck because the Linux doesn't do anti-cheat. So I think there's
That's
especially
the
with
biggest thing to me.
Fortnite, Call of Duty, Call of Duty. and those things
That's
matter.
the Temu version.
So all those things matter. I think that's
Yeah.
yeah. See this? You're kind of a super
Caliph
villain
is
guy.
right.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Bro.
So I think those things
No,
matter to the younger kids. Like
Let's
Kim
let
hit
that
the-
live there for
Oh
the
my
rest of
God.
the stream.
Kim hit the nail on the head.
Nice.
These young kids, they
Nice.
want to play Fortnite. They want to play Call of Duty. They want to play
Doty.
Destiny. They want to play these games. They want to play what's the Dota games that they play? The Valorant and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. The
Mhm.
Can't win in
MOBAs,
that
the
Steam Deck.
MOBAs, the
Yeah.
freaking it's
Yeah,
so
League
much.
of Legends,
There's-
Dota 2, yeah.
I think
There's
that's
really a
that-
lot of titles
Yeah.
in that space. Yeah.
And then I think Asus just did an MSI just really hit it out the park with making sure that they hit the American market and being in Best Buys and stuff. And I think because they're Windows based and you can go ahead and play those games on there. I think that's a big deal for some people.
I think also for Asus, right, is like they're already known for hardware,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Like whereas like Steam Deck, when people hear that, they're not like what is a Steam Deck? Like they're not a lot of people are not even equating a Steam Deck to Steam, the launcher on PC. They're
Right.
just like, what is the Steam Deck?
Right.
Whereas Asus already has that brand recognition for hardware. Also, too, I think we would have seen more Steam sales if Steam would have actually put them in big box stores. Remember,
Yes.
guys, every
1,000,000%.
Steam Deck is sold through Steam themselves
Mhm.
directly. So
Mhm.
if they would have had them in Best Buys and Walmarts and Targets and all these other stores, like, oh, bro, we'd probably be looking at 10 million, 15 million units sold.
I agree. I agree.
So
Wonder if Valve is going to rethink that in
They have
I hope
to.
they do.
because now that everything that you can get at Best Buy, you can get an Anbernic at Best Buy. You have to order it, but still you can pick up all sorts of different handhelds.
Yeah.
Supposedly
Amazon, like, come
and
on.
Amazon, yeah. So
Oh,
I mean, you can get a Steam Deck on Amazon too, but it's just yeah.
oh,
they-
all
they need
inflated
to-
though. Inflated.
marked up.
If somebody because the Steam Deck is so comfy, if they put it in a big box store and anybody that walks up to it, I'm not saying it's like the comfiest, but like if they are thinking about, maybe the Switch or I play a couple PC games.
It is
Once
one
they
of the
hold
comfiest.
it, once
Mhm.
they
Yeah.
hold it, they're gonna. I mean, their mind is their head is just gonna explode.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's a great idea. Put it in a display.
Put it
people
in
use
so you
it.
can actually
Yep.
hold it.
Yep.
That's why Best Buy has, you look at their TV selection and they go, here, what do you want to watch? And they put, put the
They've
anything,
done the same thing
game
with the
there on
consoles.
Sundays, and
Mhm. Yeah.
it's like, here, look, you
Yeah.
can zoom in and you can see the guy
Oh,
has
that'll be
plaque in his
huge.
teeth, and
Yeah. Hey, some of those TVs are that good.
They're
Yes,
crazy.
they
They're
are.
crazy.
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah, they are.
they definitely need to do that. Just
I
hit the
agree.
retail just a little bit
I
more.
agree.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I will always say this, and everyone who always asks me, hey, what Windows device should I get? I always tell them to start with a Steam Deck because it's the cheapest. It's like the entry unit into x86s. Like
Yeah.
you can't beat
That
their
way you'll know
price.
if you love it. You'll know if it's
Yeah.
worth a further investment, right? You're not diving in too deep. You're putting your toes in to see how the water is, right?
Right.
Like, you're
Yeah.
not-
I mean,
Yeah.
their prices are unbeatable for what you
Mhm.
get.
It's
They're
the easiest to use for a
Absolutely.
newcomer. It's the easiest
Yeah.
to use for a newcomer. Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And then
Absolutely.
I tell them if you want more, then you can go for more from there, but start
Right.
with a Steam
Yeah.
Deck.
Yeah. And they hold value. Like if you go to resell it, you're not losing a lot of money reselling your
Mhm.
Steam Deck. Like
Mhm.
True.
they do. They actually hold value a lot more than even the Asus Allies or the Legion Goes, or it's insane sometimes when I see like some of these guys' prices for their secondhand Steam Deck OLED. I'm like kind of blown away. Like, dude, I can just go buy it from Valve. Like you're asking me $800 for your Steam Deck OLED. I can
Mhm.
literally buy it from Valve.
Mhm.
Like what are we doing? So yeah, they're really cool.
I got my first Steam Deck secondhand for like $200 off of Facebook.
Ooh,
Dude had no idea. It was
nice.
a 64 gig LCD, but for $200, I mean, I got
Yeah.
Micro Center and got a terabyte for like $70 or something like that, and it was cheap. I mean, yeah. They're I think they're great. Let's move on. I jumped ahead a little bit on some of the iNeo stuff. You guys saw that they're releasing a tablet. I don't know how you
Yeah.
guys feel about that. We're talking about. Do you have any gaming tablets, Kim?
No.
Yeah,
I
I'm
had an old Android tablet that I was using and trying to like modify, and then I was like, you know what, I'm done with this, and I got rid of it.
Yep,
That was like a
same
year
thing.
ago.
So
So
I watch. This is what happens with me. I watch a retro take that video on a tablet or a tech talk video on a tablet. Like
Mhm.
that is so cool. I gotta have it. I buy it. It shows up. My wife is like, "What is this thing?" And I
Right.
play with
Mhm.
it, and I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm going back to my handheld." You know what I mean? And I have controller, and I put a controller on it, and it's cool. And I show it to my kid, and he plays Roblox on it, or they end up watching YouTube, and then I get rid of
Yep.
it. And
Yep.
so I'm kind of not like I know this thing's cool, but I'm not really interested in it. If I'm gonna get one, I think I'm gonna get another one of those all do cubes. They're just such a good deal. I know
Yeah.
Tulak was talking about the Red Magic one being like the one to get, but I think I'd rather get a handheld.
Yeah, so my take on that is
Yeah, they
so
can't hit the
Red,
price.
if you're gonna like really get into like tablet gaming, right, and you're gonna push your tablet for as much as you can, you want to run win later, PC games, like just everything, then yeah, Red Magic, it has active cooling, it has the Snapdragon Elite, but you're gonna pay for it, right? It also, I think another really valid option in that space is the Legion Y700 with the Snapdragon Elite, and that's because they that's yeah, good one, Michaela.
You're gonna pay off the
So
loan before you get the device. You're gonna
Nice.
pay off the loan
Yeah.
before you get the device at that point.
yeah, yeah. So I think I mean, I don't know if everybody's seen it, but the Y700, I think they have it's called the
Mhm.
G9 controller or something like
Michael
that.
just said that. Yeah.
And dude, the thing is phenomenal. It turns it into a Legion Go. It's an Android Legion Go.
So, Lee, you
And,
have one? Are you pulling one out the closet, Lee? You have three, don't you?
I
Yeah, you do.
remember where it's at.
So yeah, I think those are solid options. But I'm kind of with you on this one, Matt. And every time I get a tablet and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna use this for my gaming machine, it sits and collects dust, and I don't play it, and
Ooh,
I don't
look at
use
that.
it.
Oh, so
See,
nice.
like
Ooh,
that to me,
That's
it's not a
nice.
tablet anymore, right? Like
yeah.
it's not a tablet anymore. It's a gaming machine, and that's awesome. So if you're
That's
gonna
awesome.
buy one and do it like that, then oh yeah, I'm with
You
it.
love those pink devices like that, don't you?
It's purple, but yeah.
That's pink, just like this one's purple, right? Is it camera?
I said that's
I
pink.
got this from Lee.
I got this one. Is this better? Look, tablet.
Yeah, no,
Oh
put
my
there you
god,
go.
what is that thing?
put that thing away.
Oh, is that like
Wow.
a safety vest thing from a boat or
Hey,
something?
he's complaining about the bezel on the Pocket DS.
Yeah, right?
Look at that thing's bezel. Like the
It looks like
controller
a-
has to cover part of it. Like
Oh my God. It looks like a Game Gear on steroids.
Yes, it does. Oh, look
Just-
at the grips on the back.
Yeah, it's
Oh
big.
my
A flotation
goodness.
device.
That is a thick boy.
Oh
Yeah.
my
God,
god.
Look
it
at
is.
That
that.
is the WikiPad 7.
Oh my gosh.
Dude.
He always
I
has
mean, it's a
these
neat
things
concept.
and stuff. Yeah.
It
I
looks
like the
like
whole-
an Amazon Fire tablet shoved in a controller.
Yep.
Oh God, I
Oh,
can't
God.
take you anymore, Caleb. That
Oh
thing is
my
amazing. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know all the flack for INEO and their customer service and stuff, but the actual product is rock solid. It's a really good product. It really is. And if it was crap, I would say it's crap. It'd already be on the market somewhere, you know. But I'm not getting rid of that thing. I really like it, and it's actually they did a home run with that one. So I'll give them their credit there.
Let's talk about while we're talking about INEO, let's talk about the Conquer. Do you guys see this stuff? This new
Okay,
line?
so me and
yeah, the
Tula were
budget
talking
line.
about this. Yeah.
So okay, I have
Kim,
a
I
theory.
don't know if you're aware, but INEO is launching a budget line.
Yeah.
So
They're
that was
like
part of this whole
Kim,
announcement.
budget.
Right. Yeah.
Budget.
I heard
Yeah,
that
I
a
don't
little bit and I went, what's budget to them?
Yeah.
Like 350?
Right? Yeah, right. So
400?
this thing looks cool because it's gonna have a G3 Gen 3. What was the specs on it? I mean, it had 144 hertz screen, a 6-inch screen. It had some really cool specs, and I was like, and I looked at it and I said, how in the world are they gonna make this device budget?
Right? That's
right?
what I
And
was
it's gonna be
wondering.
triple gaming, AAA titles, and they have two. They have a Pocket Fit, which is the Android, and then they're gonna have the Fit, which is the x86.
Funny.
So, and they have front firing speakers, which Ioneo almost never does. But
That's
look at
cool.
how tiny those sticks are.
They are.
Bilal would
I
jump
mean,
all over this.
okay. Let's back up a little because we thought the same thing about the Pocket DS. This is just a render, so maybe they'll be bigger.
Mm.
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see.
Maybe.
I'm curious. I'm really curious what the pricing is. And then they also said that they have another line that's just a placeholder. It's called a Code R1, and they refer to that as a budget. So is this going to be like a mid-tier Retroid competitor, and then the Pocket the Code R1 is going to be like, yeah, there you go. They could charge $1,000.
Retrospect is right.
With my line, it's $800. Yeah, I mean that's very well, fit within the parameters of what they said. I'm curious to see what they do with this, but the specs on this thing, just the fact it's got G3 Gen 3, I don't see how they can be a budget-friendly device, especially coming from Ioneo. So
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you got?
And I mean, you got glass all on the front, so that's a traditional move from Ioneo, obviously. You got the big old exhaust on the top, so obviously that's for the G3 power, right?
It looks like an
And-
Android variant of the Ioneo 3. It does. It really does.
And I think
Mhm.
Tula was telling me it's an 8K milliamp battery in there. That's
8,000 milliamp.
insane.
Wow.
What else do you see?
Insane.
What?
What else do you see on there?
Yeah, and then it's got
We see
trigger
trigger
locks in the
locks.
back.
Trigger
Yeah,
lock.
Bumper.
trigger locks. You got the extra bumper buttons, and then you got the
Front firing
left click.
speaker.
You got the
Yeah.
left click and right click at the top. Like there's so many programmable buttons. I don't see how this is cheap in any way. And the only way that me and Tula could figure it out is they must have absorbed Antec. I mean, technically they are Antec, and I think that there's like, hey, you guys are gonna be building our budget line, but it's gonna be under the Ioneo name. It's the only thing I
Interesting.
could think of. Yeah, just
Did-
cutting away and just saying, hey, you guys are gonna be building our lower end line, and we're gonna focus on the upper tier line, and maybe they save some way there. This image confused the crap out of
So
me.
this is for the Fit. This is for the x86 device. So
Yeah.
their
Mhm.
x86 is going to have an 80 watt-hour battery on top of that.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Tula told me.
So really quick, I just want to share something. So me and Lee were looking at this really late, right? And Lee's like sitting there mind blown, like, wait, an Android with an 80 watt-hour battery?
Yeah.
I was like,
and we're like
what?
pulling out our calculators to convert 80 watt-hours to milliamp hours, and like I think it was like 22,000 milliamp hours. We're like, holy crap, this thing is gonna run forever. And that's the
crazy.
next day. Matt steps in and he's like, no, that 80 watt hours for the x86. And I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there with Tula. I was just like, why would they put it in this form? That's usually x86 form. I was like, but if it's an 80 watt hour battery with a Snapdragon, I was like, this thing's gonna last forever.
And he was like, why are they comparing it to the ROG Ally X?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
This one has a 7-inch screen. So, but again, they don't say whether they don't make any reference to OLED or anything. So
Okay. That's what I was going to ask because
yeah.
again, you're saying budget. They're going to throw OLED in there. That's just what they do,
Yeah.
especially with that top glass panel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see how they're budgeting anyway. Ioneo has never been
No.
budget.
I mean,
and
look, so me and Lee kind of shot it around. We were kind of like, okay, well, maybe they're going to try to target like the Orange Pi, right? Like maybe it won't have like a HX 370. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll have a 7840U, 16 gigs of RAM, and they'll try to market it for $500 to $600.
I think that's what this Code R1 stuff is going to be. I think that's what this is. Because it doesn't make sense to me that they said they're going to have a more affordable and then announce a budget line in addition to that. So I don't know. I'm curious to see what they do.
I mean,
think
well,
they're gonna shoot
read
themselves
what
in the
it
foot.
says there. As the very first product of Ioneo's brand new entry level lineup.
Mhm.
So what are we saying? What's entry level to Ioneo?
Right.
So
T618.
I don't
and
know.
they're only going to charge $500 for it.
So I think
Yeah.
they're gonna shoot themselves in the foot again. They can barely ship out what they have in SKUs right now, and now they're
Mhm.
adding like another, I don't know, 6 SKUs. Like,
11.
see,
Oh my god.
that's
Going into
insane.
2026. One of them is a phone, which is cool, but
Yeah, I know it's weird.
is it and Too Loud, you're the phone guy, right? But my immediate thought is that cellular network going to work outside of China? Because there's much
If
different
they put the
cellular
right-
there than there is here, right?
They put the
Uh,
right.
the right chipset in there. If they put the right
Yeah.
chipset in there, then it will like Snapdragons work with American cellular networks. So
Okay.
as long as they put the right chipset in there, then we should be fine. It'll get the right bands because that's what we're
Mhm.
looking at. It's like what bands it can run on. My bigger thing here is like, do I want Ioneo in my pocket?
No.
Right.
Like I don't know. It could be really cool phone and everything like that, but I don't know. I mean, I already have and I don't want to really get into the conspiracy stuff and the tinfoil cap stuff, but we're spied on every day, right? Like it's
Mhm.
just the way that tech has came around. And I mean, one thing is for my government to spy on me, another thing is for somebody else's government to spy on me. I guess if I had to choose the lesser of two evils, I'd prefer my own government to spy on me than the Chinese government. So, but
Yeah, the whole conspiracy of that everything that we heard about. How do you say it? It was the Hawaii phones
Oh,
that
yeah.
they were
Yeah, the
talking
Huawei.
about.
Huawei,
Yeah, Huawei. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Huawei. I always forget that that's how it's actually pronounced, but
I do the same thing.
yeah,
Mhm.
and that looks really cool. They've come out with lots of phones that I was like, oh, that is a really
Yeah.
awesome
Yeah.
camera. I should
Yeah,
wait a second. And then you're like, maybe not. I
Mhm.
think I'm
makes you
just
think
gonna stick
twice.
with
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
And they have. I agree with you. Huawei has put out some really cool phones. Like
Mhm.
they have this trifold now. It's kind of like the Z
Yeah.
Fold from Galaxy, but it
Mhm.
folds 3 times into a whole tablet. And it's ultra thin, like so
Yeah.
thin. And it's
Yeah.
beautiful. Just I wouldn't really feel comfortable using it,
Yeah.
And
Fair
I
enough.
don't know.
And
Yeah,
also
it's just
folding
All right.
phones just hurt my
Let's
brain.
let's wrap up Ioneo real quick. This
Right.
is pretty big, right? And this is right up Lee's alley. This is the Ioneo Next 2. So and I say it's up Lee's alley because this bad boy has the HX 395 Max AI Max.
Bro, they announced this 2 years ago. I've been waiting for it for a long
Next 2, but
time.
it's got
Hey, go back and pause it on that render.
Okay.
With the image upside down, the white one right here. Right here. Just pause it there.
What are we looking at? Oh,
Go
cool
ahead. No,
question.
say what you were going to say. I just want to pause it here to come back to that for a moment.
No, so I thought this was it because so this thing it's got pads, the track pads, and we'll look at the other picture. The track pads are amazing, but they're so low. I'm like, ooh, that like I mean, I don't got giant hands. How am I gonna like, you know what I mean? But if I'm being fair, I don't use them on my Steam Deck. So yes, this is the one retrospect that looks like the 557. It does. But it's got the HX 395. I think it's gonna have some kind of huge battery too. I'm curious what they're gonna do. And this thing's gotta be huge. I mean, it's got an 8-inch screen on it. I don't even think they're offering a 16 gig. I think they're offering 32 gig bare minimum. It looks cool. I want to know what the price is going to be.
A lot.
I love this picture here. That D-pad.
This is a guaranteed $2,000 or
Yeah.
above handheld.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah,
saying
yeah,
it
yeah,
off rip.
yeah. Kun 2 is a great
Guaranteed.
reference. Yeah, Kun 2, like Team Retro said, is definitely a great reference. I love the D-pad. I'm probably in the minority here. I love the D-pad on the MSI Claw 8 AI Plus, and this reminds me of that. It's just not as pronounced, so I'm really excited about it. But again, how much is this thing gonna cost? I mean, do I have to like change my last name to
Think
about
this.
Right?
Think about this. How much is the ROG Flow with the 395?
$2,300 walking in the door.
That's for a big box company, right? Like that's for a corpo device.
Yeah.
So for a boutique with a 395, what do you think we're looking at?
Yeah.
My next thing, like this is out of my price realm. Like I'll buy this secondhand
So
sometime.
Lee's
down
going to
the
be the only
line.
one that buys it. 'Cause we know he's going to buy
Lee's
it.
gonna have to. He's gonna have to send this around the circle for us all to review it.
He's going to buy
because
2 of them
that's-
just so he can share
Yeah.
with everybody.
No, Michaelop's just said that our loan has been approved. So
Yeah.
look out for that one,
Nice.
right?
That's true.
Yeah, the Mikala Bank. We're going to
That's
have
right.
to.
So
Yeah,
The
we're gonna need
Bank of
like
Team
9
Retro.
grand. Yeah,
put an order in for 4 for us, Team Retro. Send it to each of our addresses. We really appreciate you sponsoring today's video.
You didn't know
So,
you turned into a bank, did you?
Oh my God.
So one thing that a couple of things that I got from this image and why I wanted to stop it here was, for one, not many x86s with cameras on them, but
Yeah,
this one
I saw that.
has a camera on the front. I don't know if I love that or not, but it's there. I mean, I guess if you're using it as a more of a multi-use device,
A small
Michaela, we
note.
love you, dude.
It could be adaptive brightness also.
Interesting.
That would
Yeah,
be cool. Yeah, that would be
that
cool.
would be pretty awesome.
Though I don't really tend to use that feature much. I prefer to manually adjust my brightness. It doesn't always get it right for me. And I'm really strange. I like bleeding retinas. And if you're not making my eyes burn, then I don't want it. So, so there's that. I want to make two more points on this image, and then one of you guys can have this. But one is I'm excited to see a kickstand. I do enjoy. Grab you. I got you, Selfish. I'm gonna put in the order with Michaela. Make that 5, Michaela. So we need 5 of those devices. The next, so one is the kickstand. I can't tell you, after like using the Legion Go for as long as I have, I've really grown a love for having that. What is everybody doing right now? Like, I'm sorry, all right? Like, I'm sorry. So
I told you, Kim, all we do is pick on him because he's funny looking.
It happens.
Yeah, I can't help it. One is the kickstand. Like I said, I really value it. So many times that I want to put my Ioneo 3 down and I have to lay it down flat on its back. And I like that, especially like when the fans are really going. I'm playing a really intense game. I would like for it to stand up so that it has more air to breathe. The next thing and the last thing that I want to point out, because the rest of it is pretty obvious. I love bumpers and stuff like that. But what the heck is that thing? I really want to know what it is. The rolling dial on the bottom.
I was wondering that too.
I really just want to know. Like, that piques my interest. Like, I want to know, what is it? A mouse wheel? Like, what is it? Volume rocker?
So we were talking about that.
Is it gonna jab my hand while I'm holding it?
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. When we were talking about it last night and we got off the chat, I started thinking about it, and I was like, the DMG has a wheel on it, so maybe it will control Ioneo space, and you'll be able to just slide it back and forth.
Why there? Let me go back to that picture, because doesn't that thing look like it's right where your hand would be, like where your palm would be, right there?
Yeah, I mean, possible. Maybe your palm, you can just push it in, and it'll let you go into Ioneo space. But go back to that image really quick, because I might have to play. Yeah, I might have to play devil's advocate here with Tulip. Everything that we've seen with the GPD Win 5, with the battery being so big that it can't fit inside of the handheld, I don't think that's a kickstand. I think that's a door battery, or a battery door. I think the battery goes back there, and I think that they're gonna probably sell an additional battery that will be bigger. Yeah, that will be bigger and fatter.
Cool, man. I think that'd be
but
so cool.
It'll be like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Not only that, though, the other weird thing I saw is, do you guys see that right below it? If that's the charger, then they're building a dedicated charger for the device. That is not a USB-C. That's a magnetic charger on the bottom.
Or maybe it's for a dock.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it could be for a dock, but if that's the way that they want us to charge, then there's some problems there.
Haven't they learned from Apple proprietary cords are just
Yeah.
a terrible idea.
Maybe it lets it charge faster. Maybe they're just thinking that you got to pull in more power. I don't know,
Maybe.
but
I don't know.
this is just a render, and they say it's an early design.
I mean,
Mhm.
hey, what about the pogo pins at the bottom? If it's for like a keyboard connection,
It
or
could be.
Yeah,
it could
something
be.
like that.
that would be a
It could
weird
be.
place because of the ergonomics on the bottom and that weird knob there. That would be kind of weird, but I'm curious to see what they would do with that.
Yeah, Kim said
Or
like
maybe
she
a
said it could be a
proprietary
dock.
dock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
Kim was saying. I mean, but it's really
Yeah.
interesting that they have that in there. So that kind of got me worried and maybe a little intrigued. I'm not sure.
I'll tell you what though, like all bull crap we could give them aside, if they can pull this off, that thing is gonna be powerful. Like,
Oh yeah.
oh
But
man, 395. Like the performance on the ROG Flow is insane.
warning
insane.
all people right now, if you guys buy this, do not complain about heat. This thing is gonna spit fire.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this thing will be hot. And
Well, I don't know. Look, Lee, they said breakthroughs in both battery life and thermal design.
they said that about the
Like,
2S. It didn't work either.
Okay.
oh, maybe the thermals break through the plastic. Like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
God.
What the funny thing is that they announced the next two like 2 years ago, and it was supposed to have a discrete GPU. And I was telling you about that, Chula, that this
Mhm.
device
Yeah.
was intended to have a discrete GPU. And in one of their slides, they say that the 395 is as close to discrete GPU power as they can get. So, I mean,
What did they
I guess
compare it
this
to?
is going.
4070 or something, I think, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it was a
Equivalent of
pretty
a 4060.
high-end
It's
card.
the equivalent of 4060. It's an AMD 860 ES or something is what the chipset is. It's the
Okay.
equivalent of a 4060 laptop. Yeah.
Okay.
It's insane.
Okay, so not mid-level, more entry level, but still that's 4060 is pretty good, especially out of
Yeah.
a handheld. 4060 performance is like,
Oh yeah, it's
man,
insane.
that's gonna be pretty cool.
Mhm.
That's gonna be pretty
The
cool.
only way I see this working is if they use active cooling. They're going to have 2 fans, 2 dissipators, and they're going to have to probably have 4 pipes on this sucker spitting out heat in 2 different directions. Like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Totally. It's got to have some weight because this thing,
I mean,
you're gonna be able to cook cookies in this thing. You're gonna bake cookies on this
they
thing.
probably opened up the ROG Flow to see what kind of heat dissipation they're using in there. We know these companies like to buy other products and see how they engineered them.
they're all manufactured in the same warehouse. They just look over the cubicle.
Well, yeah, that's hilarious. But I will say I think Asus is manufactured in Taiwan and not in China, mainly in China.
First water cooled handheld.
First water cooled
Oh my
handheld
That's
would
what we-
be crazy.
That's
It
what
would
Miyoo
be.
said. That's funny.
Yeah, it would be interesting.
Just the last thing, and it's a very small thing from INEO, something that I'm actually like, I'm kind of more excited about it than most of their products that they're showing, and it's really small. It's only an accessory, but it's that controller, the
Yeah.
controller.
Oh,
Like,
so cool. That
oh,
thing-
it looks
It
great.
looks like the
Yeah.
Evo. They just ripped the guts out the Evo, and it's a control. It's
Yeah,
so cool.
yeah, it looks
$200.
great. I'm
Did you see? Yeah, it's only $700.
yeah, $299.
$700. And if you order it now, you'll get it by 2027.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude. But I'm just hoping. What I hope for it is because I've been kind of looking. I mean, not heavy because it's not that big of a deal for me, but I've been kind of looking for a controller that expands wide enough natively for my. I mean, I doubt it's going to work with it, but my iPad Pro, my 11-inch iPad Pro. But
Hey,
I think that would be really cool for tablets.
Here's what you're gonna do. I'm gonna 3D print you a stand, and you're gonna go and you get the Fly Digi Vader 4 Pro, and you're done. See, Kim's nodding because she agrees. See,
She has one.
She agrees.
I have
don't
my
have
own
one,
3D
but-
printer. I have my own 3D printer right there. First
There
of
you
all right, it's literally right there. All
Uh-huh.
right.
So
And,
all I can say
second
about
of
this
all-
is if you try hard enough too loud, everything can fit on an 11-inch iPad.
No, I know. I know like with the GameSir controller or the Absolute S9, I can open them up and I
Oh
can
no,
extend
all
the
of them.
shell
Yeah,
to
all of them.
do it. I mean, a lot of them have the actual like copper wiring that you would have to extend and do all this extra crap. Whereas like the GameSir and the Absolute S9 just use a coil, and that coil is expandable, so it's a lot easier to just do it. So I know I could go that route, but I wanted something a little bit different, and the Aya Neo kind of piques my interest. But we'll see.
Hey.
Oh God, no,
I gotta derail us. That RGB20 Pro that you got in the corner there.
Oh,
that is
yeah.
That is the coolest shade of blue I think on any device that's ever come out. It's not quite baby blue. It's not quite like a neon blue.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's so cool. I just hated that slick plastic on the top of it.
Yeah.
But also that thing runs Rocknex. I was like, oh, so cool. But yeah, I love that shade of blue.
Sorry, is that the one that shows the chipset through the bottom, like a little acrylic at the bottom?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like
I
the
didn't want to pick
Cyberpunk
that device up,
Game Boy.
I totally forgot about it.
I got one in yellow and I really liked it, the look of it, and I just didn't play with it. And somebody was looking for one, so I sold it.
I have played with it maybe for a couple weeks, and then it is pretty much sat right exactly where you see it.
Yeah.
It's a neat concept, but
cool.
for a while there were quite a few of them that were coming out that it was like bam, bam, bam. They were
at the same time as the brick came out, right?
Yeah. And it was not too long after the 20SX. So it was just
that's right.
Okay, you just have to figure out which aspect ratio.
I have an iPad Pro retrospect.
So do you like the brick, Kim?
Yeah, it's a cool little device. I modded mine somewhere back there, I think. But yeah, I got new buttons and a new D-pad, and that was really cool to do that. I don't recommend maybe opening it, but yeah.
Let's talk to Kim for a bit, guys. We've been going on about all this Aya Neo stuff, and
the only thing that you guys should be concerned about in her background is she's got Galaga over there in the corner.
Where?
Oh, dude, I just seen it. Yes.
Wow.
Oh, dude.
It's not an original machine. It's one of those arcade 1-up machines, but a couple years ago, I bought it on like Facebook Marketplace or something from somebody because my daughter was like, "Oh my God, I love Galaga," and I'm like, "Oh, you do?" So yeah, we got it, and she was excited.
Was my jam.
So did you play it like twice?
Yeah, she played it maybe for a couple months, maybe like twice, and yeah. And then I was like, "This is mine now."
Yeah.
I want to mod it, or eventually, like, I would love to.
Put a Raspberry Pi in there.
Exactly. Yeah. I eventually my eventual bucket list thing is to have an arcade stand up that has all of the things thrown in Raspberry Pi in there. And
me and Matt have talked about it numerous times doing that.
But
it's such a cool.
It's gotta have the ball for Centipede. It has to have the ball for Centipede.
Do you have a Micro Center?
If it doesn't, what's that?
Do you have a Micro Center?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They had the X console there, which had the 2 sticks and the ball in the center.
Okay.
And it was on sale for like $300 or something like that, which is a lot. But I mean, it's for those. It was a really good deal. Yeah. They looked awesome. I thought about buying one.
Yeah. Eventually, I'll be getting that. So.
So funny. I never caught the Galaga in the background because when I watch her videos, I'm always looking for Stormtrooper Steve and Stay Puft Marshall. Where's your Stay Puft? Oh, see, she got Stay Puft Marshall.
Right, yep.
Those are the ones I'm always looking for because, Ghostbusters, duh, right?
I think that's an original. My brother gave that to me. He's like, "Here, do you want this?" I was gonna maybe throw it away. I'm like, "Oh my God, Ghostbusters! Don't throw it away. What's wrong with you?"
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
I'm like, if you throw this away, the actual, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man will come and crush you, and we will have, Gozar the Gozerian is going to come and just destroy the earth. So,
and I'm glad that she keeps all of her handheld boxes.
Yes.
I do too.
I do because I repurpose them or make them go away after a while. I actually have a
Yeah,
stack of
I think
like
we all have to do that.
go
Yeah.
away.
Except for that guy. That guy there. He's waiting for a giant spicy pillow, I guess.
Oh my God.
Like
Yeah.
so actually when I think of Ghostbusters, it's funny because something recent actually has made me think about Ghostbusters a lot, and it's the GPD5 Win 5 with the whole
Mhm.
backpack battery. And I was thinking like
Oh yeah.
just thinking of walking around with a backpack battery with your handheld,
Yep.
like dude, like
I don't know
it
how I
makes me
feel
think
about
of
that.
Ghostbusters.
Didn't
That's
they
I
have one
could
like
I
that
could
already
never.
before? Was it like a
There
Sega
was
Nomad or
some,
something? They had like the
yeah.
battery pack on it. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Rob
It has
mentioned
a
something the other day.
yeah, it has an external battery. And they were laughing about it because they're like, you could just have a backpack with a battery in it and just play your handheld as long as you want. But yeah, it's gonna stick out on the outside because it's too big. It won't fit inside the GPD Win 5's body.
Hi, Kyle. Hi, Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
Kim, what's your
Hi,
favorite
Kyle.
device? What's your favorite device?
What's my favorite device?
One device you won't ever give up.
Right now.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Right at this moment in time, it's going to be the Retroid Pocket Flip 2. This is my friend. This is
Yes.
my
I bought one
absolute
from
friend.
Jedi.
I don't know why, but I just there's something about it. I love it. And I
Yes.
got this
I carry
3D
my
printed
backpack.
ergonomics
Mhm.
little, thing. And
It helps it a lot.
Yeah.
I only took it off once when I was doing a video, and it was kind of hard to take off, so I just left it on. Yeah. So it's just
You got the best color too. That one I think is the best looking one.
I know it is the best color. Yeah, it's just a great device. It's just really cool. I never really was like a clamshell person, but now that we have all of these options, and I just think that they're great because I always have like a tiny device. I have my clamshell stack over here.
I saw your V90S video. I'm with you on it. I didn't think it was as bad as people are saying.
Yeah. Oh, and they just dropped.
Which is
I
your
like
favorite?
the
Clamshell Jenga tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the V90. I put it back in its box because I was starting to go, oh my god, why do I have all these on my desk? But I like the V90. It's a little bit big where I was trying to, at least just for me, because I'm trying to figure out, okay, do I want this to be what's my daily driver? So it's probably going to be the 34XX SP, maybe for right now. I don't know. I'm not sold yet.
In my backpack too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
There's
It's,
something about it.
solid.
Why not?
Yeah.
I think
solid
that
device.
we kind of
The
got
free
this.
to aspect ratio.
We talk about this all the time, but the kind of the consensus that we have is that Powkitty is the only company that has ever made a hinge that has never broke.
Mhm.
So like they should just make clamshell devices, nothing else, just clamshell devices,
Mhm.
because they've made so many of them and they don't break like
Yeah,
everyone else.
The original V90.
Yep.
Yeah.
I still have
And
one
it's
too.
still,
Yeah.
gosh, I've had this I got this used, and I've had it for probably 2 years now, I want to say. So
Yeah.
they
Mine is
do
still
not
going
great.
strong.
Yeah, they do great. Like the other companies need to learn from them. Retroid, Ioneo,
Yeah.
GPD, they all have broken hinge. Anbernic had the cracking
Mhm.
hinges. Just like
Mhm.
go to Powkitty and learn how to
Speaking of
do
which,
it.
did you
Right.
see about the RP Flip 2s that are having the cracks and stuff?
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Did you see Retro's response? Freaking awesome.
Retroid's
Yeah.
amazing, man.
They were
Retroid
like,
is
"Oh,
amazing.
Yes.
let us know. We'll
They've
send
really
you
stepped it up
shipping
over
label."
the years.
Oh yeah,
honestly.
man! Just since the RP Mini, just
Yeah,
the
the
response
V1.
with this one. Man, if
Mhm.
you guys haven't seen it, they said, we'll send you the shipping label as soon as we see yours is in the mail. We'll send you a replacement. It'll cross mail. I
Good.
mean, what an
They should.
that's amazing. And
Yeah.
it's probably, I think it was Too Loud that was pointing it out that, this could be an indication that the concern is not as widespread as it was with the RP Mini. Was that you that said that,
Mhm.
Too Loud?
Yeah.
Yeah. So but
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that whatever the circumstances are, the fact that they're doing it and taking care of the customers, to me, is freaking huge, and I
Yeah.
commend them. Man. I think it's awesome.
Retro has my vote. Yeah. INEO, my DMG was broken day one, and they wouldn't
Oh.
let me return it because it was past the 7 days, and I waited 3 months for a screen replacement from INEO. I got the Retroid Pocket 2S from Retroid. It had dead pixels on the screen, and I asked them if I could get a replacement. They're like, "Hey, take a picture of the front, the back, and the sides." Took a picture. As soon as when I sent it, I got an instant reply. They're like, "We're sending out a front replacement." Took them like a week. So yeah,
Mhm.
they
Yeah.
have my vote all day, every day.
So
Yeah,
tell us. Go ahead.
I'm
Go
just
ahead.
glad. I was just going to say, I'm glad that they stepped up, because I feel like after the mini debacle, if they didn't step up, there would have their next device probably would not be well received at
I
all.
agree. I agree. I agree. Kim, what's the question of the day?
Kind of going back to this guy, and what I was playing on it. What's your favorite arcade game?
Galaga.
Nice. Here's a machine for you.
Yes. Yeah, that's why I saw it. I was like, oh yeah, that's what I used to play when I go into the arcades. We actually
Mhm.
talked about it last week, and I said Galaga was my go-to machine.
So are we doing shmups, or are we doing like any arcade, or what?
Any arcade, or if you have like if you
Mm.
can't choose, because I hate having to narrow it down. You
Mhm.
can do a shmup and a regular.
So last week we actually talked about this. Too loud to ask
That's
us,
a
and
good one.
my all-time favorite is Street Fighter 2. But in terms of the Magic X 040, my gosh, what is the name? I have to pull it out. I have it in my favorites. There's a vertical shooter that's so cool, and I started playing and I remember how cool it was. And it's not Galaga. It's not Galaga League. It's something else. What is it? Now I got to pull it out and look it up. Did you said you got high stakes
Galaxian?
on there, right? Is the Galaxian is the side one, right?
No.
But you said you got you ordered high stakes,
Gradius.
right?
Gradius is the side one,
Well,
isn't it?
Gradius is don't you don't want to talk about
But
Gradius because then
that's
I don't ever want to talk about it. You said you're getting hype sticks?
I'm not yet, but I need to order them. I've been told about 5 different times,
Secret
including
that,
right now. I have to get the
secret
hype
that people
sticks.
might not know. They fit on this. They
Very
totally
cool.
fit on this. So
Very cool.
what's your too loud? What's your answer?
All right, guys. I'm sorry. I did get totally sidetracked. She pulled out her flip. I pulled out my flip, and then I was like, dude, I was playing Mario World, and I just started playing. I totally got lost. I was like, just here, like playing Mario World. I gotta say, like,
That's okay.
I really love SNES on a 16:9, and I stretch it, and it
Mhm.
looks amazing. And I don't care what anybody says, it's so good. And yeah, so I'm gonna close that now.
That's so funny.
That's
But
funny.
yeah, I did get sidetracked there. I would say for a vertical shooter, that's the question, right?
No, arcade.
Arcade.
Arcade game.
Oh,
I'm just
Arcade
going
or
vertical shooter.
or vertical shooter.
So I'm not gonna go with, because we kind of did a similar question last week. So my answer last week was Crazy Taxi, because it was literally my jam growing up, and just having a little car. I swear I learned how to drive there. But anyways, I'm not gonna go with that answer this week. Actually, I'm gonna go with The Simpsons. Actually, right here.
Ooh, that's a good
Which
answer.
one? Hit and
Yeah.
run? Hit and run? No, not hit and run. What is
No,
the regular one?
the arcade,
Just the
the
regular
arcade
beat
Simpsons
'em up?
game.
Yeah.
Just
Just
the
the
regular
arcade one.
Simpsons beat 'em up. Yeah, we get Bart with the skateboard and he's smacking
Mhm.
you, and like, dude,
Marge with
that's
her
a great
vacuum.
game. Yeah, great game. I like that. I like that a lot. I enjoyed it.
That's a
I
yeah.
still enjoy it. Yeah.
That is a great game.
I just recently beat it 2 weeks ago. Went to or I guess it's been a lot longer. We went to a barcade, and it was there, and me and my
nice.
brother and our friend sat there, and we all played the game and beat it all the way through. We just had a stack of quarters. We just kept on throwing it in.
That's amazing. That brings back so many memories. It's what
Oh,
I did.
yeah.
So fun.
What I
Yeah.
did
So
as a
fun. So
child.
fun.
Yeah, we talked about that
I
in
can
our
get-
last podcast. You should definitely check it out. We talked about arcade
probably
and the
didn't-
nostalgia.
Didn't get that far. I think I was only like a quarter of the way through it.
Yeah, no, it was a good one. It was fun.
I used to get like one of those plastic cups, like the ones they give you for water, and just fill it with quarters and just put it right there on top on the tabletop.
Yeah,
and
man.
just,
What
like
is the name of that
10,
thing?
20 bucks. Like, yeah, it was a great time.
Um,
But I also like the shooters. Like, I like the shmups. Shmups are huge for me. Like,
Yeah.
that's some of my favorite arcade type games. Like the Raiden, the Gradius, the R types, the what's an older one that I like?
all those side-scrolling ones are my jam. Oh, those are.
Oh, I
Tulip.
love them, dude.
I think
I
we
even
have to
like one that
ask-
I found more recently from, I think it was from TechDweeb, and it was like it's like a witch on a broomstick. I can't remember the name of it. It's like a witch on a
Oh.
broomstick. It's a side-scrolling shooter.
Yeah, we had it as
Um,
game of the week one time.
Oh God, I can't
I'm only
remember the
thinking
name
of
of
the
it.
PICO-8 version, which is called Which Has Bullets.
Which has bullets? Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, it's basically which
That's
has
a great
bullets.
PICO-8 game. It's a side-scrolling.
Yeah.
I think that's actually the one he's talking about. I think
Oh,
it's
really?
called like Bullet Witch or something like
Yeah.
that. But we
Okay.
whilst I look for this too loud, you need to ask her the important question that we ask everybody.
Yes, ask them.
Okay,
But she might be
I have to take a moment for our sponsor right here. I think our sponsor today is Watering Grass.
Oh, okay.
Look, man, lunch isn't gonna make itself.
Michael, what are you doing?
So we got Michael here gardening and great visuals here. Got the kids out there. That's awesome. I always think that's really cool. Like, I love gardening too. I do. I like having my own fresh produce, tomatoes, corn, peppers. Peppers is huge for me. Habaneros, jalapenos, bell peppers. And it just never
He grew a
tastes
child
like.
too.
Yeah, he did. That's amazing.
My kids are inside playing Grow a Garden Simulator on Roblox, and it's making me real mad because I'm here doing it.
This is pretty funny.
All right,
Kim
let's
got me
move back
thinking,
into our real segment here. And so Lee, did you answer the question?
Yeah. I said
Okay.
Galaga.
Okay.
We
We
gotta
were
ask
waiting
her-
for Matt was looking for something, I think,
I
right?
can't
Yes.
remember what it was. It was one of those shooters. It might as well be Galaxian or something. Gosh, I don't
Is
want
it
to say.
It's gonna
Scrabble?
bother me.
No,
What's
it's
that?
gonna bother me too.
I thought it was Scrabble
Well,
or something.
Scrabble?
Wow.
Did you say
Yeah.
Scrabble?
Scrabble.
While Matt figures that out, we have our question that we ask every guest. And that question is, there is a right answer, okay? And if Matt tries to coerce you into the answer he wants you to say, I'm going to
She's
remove
got my
him
back.
from the panel.
She's got my back. I can already tell you
So-
she's got my back.
Like, well, we're going to see. So,
We're Star Wars people. She's got my back, bro.
black beans or pinto beans?
I thought it was a Star Wars question.
Do
Do you drink the blue milk? What? Black beans or pinto beans?
Yeah.
That's a tough one. I feel like I've eaten more black beans, but I mean, I don't like them in chili. So in chili, I would definitely have to have, pinto beans, right? And some kidney
Yeah, yeah,
beans and
yeah.
all of the beans. Maybe I'm
Yes.
just I like, I think I like all of the beans except for refried
you're
beans.
just straight-
They're a little
Straight down the
Funky.
middle? Okay.
sure. We'll go with that.
That's a safe answer.
I'll be
She just-
Switzerland
that's a-
with the beans, even though that
Stop.
sounds
Well,
weird.
she did say, Matt, if we're gonna start
She
bickering,
said
she did say she eats more black
More-
beans.
yes.
Stop
Yeah,
trying to
pinto beans.
song on my favorite
Yes.
YouTuber. She said pinto.
She
Her
eats
own.
more
Okay.
black
Make me get the
beans, is
lightsaber
what she
off the wall.
says.
Okay.
That's what she
Yeah.
says. We're gonna have to
Right.
go. We'll have it as a draw, so no one wins in terms of
There's no
points.
draw. She said
Um,
pinto.
Also,
Go
I
better.
did want to make a quick mention. I don't know how many are first-person shooter fans, modern first-person shooter fans. Battlefield 6 release date. It got leaked, and it's October 10th. And I'm super excited. Battlefield franchise is one of my favorite franchises. The last game that came out was a major letdown. I was so
Mhm.
upset about it. It was horrible, absolutely horrible. It took a swift departure from the norm, and it just was not good. So I'm hoping that they return to their roots with this one. I hope we get a chat feature in the game, because the last one didn't have one. We didn't have scoreboards. We couldn't keep up with our our score in game, and I don't know what they were doing, but I'm hoping that this one returns to its roots. And not much more to say about that one, but actually one that I did think was really cool to talk about here. I don't know, Kim, do you do any like win later stuff?
I haven't just yet. I was going to start in right around when the time of the whole issue that they had
Bruno,
with
and
the
then he failed.
Oh yeah, with the
yeah,
virus and
and
malware stuff.
I went, wait a second, nope, I'm going to pause on that. So
Mm,
He's
that-
back now. Did you see he's back?
yeah, I know that it's back and it's on my like list of things to do. So I will get there pretty soon. I downloaded it and I was ready, like I was downloading a couple things and like ready to set it up, and then I went, I'm gonna pause on this. So
yeah, I
but
feel it. I mean, I totally understand that especially if that's the time you're like looking to get into it, and then all this news
Right.
breaks with all that stuff. It's like, hold on, wait a minute, not worth it. So I
Well, 'cause
100%. Yeah.
right
Go
when I
ahead.
was trying, the reason that I was doing it is to find a way to play PICO-8 on Android and to use, Explore and have it be just a wonderful experience. So that just went down like this whole rabbit hole, and that's how I found the Infinity app for PICO-8. So I want to go back to it, but I feel like I got, just sidetracked. I went down this rabbit hole and I'm stuck in the rabbit hole. So I have to like climb back out and go play Wind later and go this direction now. And I'll go down to a different rabbit hole.
Yeah, it's all rabbit holes in this space. It's
For
all
sure.
You get into one thing, and next thing you know, you're 2 weeks later, and
And then all of a sudden
5
you're
handhelds in.
you're doing PICO-8 streaming for like a couple months and you go, wait, what?
I
What
think that's a really
Oh,
cool
okay.
idea. I have to pop into your stream sometime and check that out, because I think that's really cool, especially the point, because like how you say you bounce around from game to game,
Mhm.
you like to go through the catalog. And for me, like if I'm watching a game stream, like sometimes I get bored. I don't know what it
Yes.
is. It's maybe
Mhm.
I just get bored, and like I
Mhm.
want to see something else. So the fact that you're switching up and you're going from game to game, I think that could hold my interest a lot better. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to come over there and check that out, because I think
Cool.
that's a really good idea. And I haven't explored as much of the Pico catalog as I would like
Yeah.
to.
me
So that would give me some games to jot down to go back and try again later, because I like those type of like top 5 lists or top 10 lists. And
Mhm.
with you, it's more of a just go through the catalog, and we could actually talk about it in the chat and everything like that. Get your
Mhm.
take on it, and like you said, some of the actual developers or stuff pop in there. That seems super fun. So
Yeah,
I'm
it's really cool.
definitely.
I had the idea just because I've only been doing it for a couple months now. I wanted to get into streaming and I wanted to, set all that up, and I'm like, oh, this is really cool. Let's add this. Partly because, just it was like a whole roll down effect. The whole tariff thing happened, that
Yeah.
all the companies were kind of being a little stingy about sending out handhelds, and I'm not Russ. I'm not way up on the docket. I eventually get a couple review units, so but so I had to think about it, and I had to switch gears just a little bit. I didn't want my channel to suffer, so I thought, hey, let's add live streaming in there. So I did a Steam game, and it didn't really, I wasn't feeling it. I liked it. I love that game, but I was playing Tower of Babel, Survivors of
I
Chaos.
watched that, and you played it
Yeah.
for a couple nights in a row.
Yeah.
I kind of dug it because you played through the whole game. Yeah, I totally
Yeah.
watched. But I don't
It's
get
a
to watch
great
them
game.
live because I'm old and I go to bed, right? So and
Yeah.
then I watch them. The next day. But yeah, I enjoyed it. And then the next day you had the other one. I was like, oh, cool. I remember that.
Yeah. I was
love
just
those 8-bit adventure games,
I wanted to play something that would keep my interest a little bit, and so yeah. But then I thought about it and well, wait a second. What if I did, I did a little bit of channel analytics, which I don't do a whole lot, but everybody goes to my channel for PICO-8. It just keeps more and more and more, because I'll do, top 10, top 25, top 50 lists of
That's
games
awesome.
and things like that. And I thought, well, what am I doing? Why don't I capitalize on that? And
Smart.
I
That's
looked
smart.
up, and not many, there's a few I think that do it, but I wanted to do it a different way because I really wanted to, not exactly what you were saying, that the problem with game streaming is you're stuck on one game. And that's great. But like, I have undiagnosed ADHD, like, just I'm the poster child for it. I'm going to watch you stream for about 2.5 minutes, maybe if I like you, and then I'm going to go and do something else. Like,
If
I
I like
just,
you.
like, I don't have that focus. So that where, let's play something cute, let's play something 8-bit, something retro looking, and we'll just keep going. So why do I want to get stuck on one game? Let's go
Yeah.
bam, 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 and go through, because there's thousands of games. And
And that's why I thought that was genius. It's because I'm the same way. I get like,
yeah,
I'm gonna watch the stream, and I'll turn on the stream, and like a minute, 2 minutes in, I'm like,
Right.
one of the other little thumbnails at the bottom kind of interests me.
Right.
So now I'm gonna click that and leave here.
like all of a
So I
sudden
think
you're
that's
looking
a
on your
really cool idea.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
looking on your phone and you're like, you find yourself paying bills instead of watching the
Yeah.
stream, and you go, there's something wrong here. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really bad with streaming. I only watch. No, I don't even watch it. I just let it run so I can get my Twitch drops.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's really cool. I think that's a really and so are you doing those streams on your YouTube channel or on Twitch?
YouTube. I
Okay.
will eventually try to do Twitch. Twitch is weird. I don't know it.
Mhm.
I'd like to do Twitch, but I'm
It's different.
focusing more on YouTube. That's where my subscriber base is so far. So we'll see. We'll see how that
I
rolls.
do both at the same time.
Yeah, I'm trying to, and at the same time, I've had a couple things where there was some bandwidth, goofy
Mm.
issues or with my
Yeah.
application. So, but I'm new to the whole live stream thing, so I'm just, taking my time. But I'd rather focus on YouTube than Twitch.
Well, something
but-
that I could recommend you if you did want to get into like trying to stream on both platforms at the same time is a website called Restream.io. And I
Yeah.
don't have any affiliation with them or anything, but I have used it in the past, doing some other YouTube stuff from a previous channel.
Mhm.
And it works really good. I from what I saw, and I could be wrong, but it was using the same bandwidth as just streaming to YouTube alone.
Yeah,
So,
I've heard about that, and I was gonna look into doing that and see if that'll alleviate a few things. So, or I just have to upgrade a few, my machine and a couple things, and just spend more money. It'll be okay.
yeah. That's basically how. Just throw money at it, and it'll
Yeah.
sort itself out.
It'll sort
Yeah.
itself out. It'll be fine.
I
need the
so
new
really
thing.
quick, and actually, the reason I asked you about the win later earlier is just I wanted to just touch one more headline here, and that
Sure.
was that somebody was able to get Counter-Strike online working on win later, and that was really cool. That was really cool because I had previously tried to get some games that were online only to work on win later on my Android, and I wasn't able to get that connection to stay. Like certain games I could get it to come in sporadically, but it would ultimately fail. So the fact that they were able to do that, I think that opens up a whole nother catalog of games, Windows games, that we'll be able to play on Android, which is really, really cool. And so I think that's cool. And one more talking point really quick, which I thought was cool.
Just a
is-
quick
I don't
one
know if
on
you
that
guys-
Counter-Strike. Everyone who
ahead.
plays that game, come and join us in 2025. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a sweaty
Yeah,
game.
brother.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and then last one is and then we're done with everything news. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but the Shantae Advanced release.
That was cool.
And-
Oh,
and
yeah.
that looks really cool. So I guess that game is over 20 years in the making.
Mhm.
And if you look at it, and it's a straight up Game Boy Advance game.
Yep.
Like, but it has been released on all major platforms. It looks amazing. I thought it was really cool because most development teams, a project like that, they would have canned it. 20 years later to release it is crazy, but I'm here for it. So I thought that was really cool. And so for those of you who like those type of Shantae games and are looking for a modern retro pixel game, you know, our platformer, there's that's out there. So unless you guys got anything else to say about the Shantae, you can. Okay, go ahead.
Where can we get that shirt? Show these guys that shirt. That shirt is badass, lady.
I was just noticing that.
Oh, how badass that shirt is.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Two Louds. I was looking at this Quickie Mart shirt. I like it. Sorry. I love The Simpsons.
He doesn't love to give me credit, so
that's true. That's right. That's a terrible shirt. Don't ever wear it.
Look at that.
Yeah, I it was a week or two ago. I figured, why not see? So I have a retro handhelds t-shirt, and I got stickers and swag of some people. I thought, why not? I need a new t-shirt. Let's see if they have a PICO-8 t-shirt. So I saw they had PICO-8, and I'm like, well, let's see if they have the actual PICO-8
love it
emblem. So they did, and I have it. I can share it to you guys. It was just on TeePublic. So yeah,
that's awesome. I love it. It's like an inside thing. There are people who aren't, in my mind, people who aren't cool enough to know what it means. I love it.
Right. They just think it's some cool thing, and maybe they'll think it's pixelated and retro. Who knows?
They're probably like, "Is that Tetris?"
Right.
Exactly. That like a new Google logo. That's pretty funny. So actually, back to my shirt now. Thanks, Matt. So actually, the shirt was a gift from my sister. So it was really cool.
All right, his sister's pretty cool. So we'll give him that. His sister's cool.
Yeah. So and
very
the
cool.
back has a big I don't know.
Oh, you got the squishy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool shirt.
That is a pretty cool.
I try to wear like more retro style shirts when we do the podcast. And actually, it was funny because before I left the house, my wife was like, "I need to get you more gaming shirts." I was like, "Yes, please do it." So that was cool.
That's part of the reason why, because I try to wear, more gaming shirts or something that's in the scene, has something to do with relevant, something that has to do with retro gaming. And I figured I don't have any PICO-8. Well, let's see if I can get something that's PICO-8. So.
I'm getting one.
Is that the so you have that's a book behind you, right? Retro video games. Is that the one made by Retro Dodo, or what book is that?
I don't think so.
Just like, gotta take off the headphones.
No.
Okay.
A friend of mine.
The cover looks awesome.
A friend of mine sent it to me a while back, actually, and I've looked through it a little bit. I need to actually
look how
read it a little bit more. But yeah,
really cool.
I know that they just got it on like Amazon, I think. So
that's awesome looking book. So it has just like a bunch of art, like video game art and history, or
oh man, look how small that text is.
Cool, man. Yeah, that's it's some small text.
Yeah,
that one's out of Matt. That's out of Matt's ballpark.
Whatever. I got a book.
No, there's pictures. There's pictures.
There's pictures. Oh, it has pictures, Matt.
They got pictures.
It has pictures.
They got pictures.
Matt, you're all right.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
I just never looked at the.
Here you go.
The font is on.
Matt, you're okay. It has pictures.
Yeah.
Bro.
Cloud Strife. That's great.
Cloud Strife.
That's childhood right there.
Hey, Kim, this book, I don't even know if it's got text in it. I've never looked past the pictures.
Listen, I love comic books, so I have no problem with any of that.
Only if I can do it on an iPad and I can zoom in.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh, here you
go.
Yeah.
Oh,
man, that's cool.
Oh, dude.
My camera.
Game Boy Link.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is because just earlier, right, Matt? Michael Benny popped in here for a moment and was showing his new score. He actually just picked up a DMG Game Boy. And, we were looking at it like, I was like, dude, I've been wanting to buy one for years, and I just haven't pulled the trigger. And I buy so much other stuff. I don't know why I haven't pulled the trigger. I really should, because it's just so nostalgic. It's a piece of my childhood. I spent so many hours and so many of my dad's dollars on AA batteries, and it was a great time. Like it was such a great time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very nostalgic. Me and my brother used to have the red DMGs, and we'd steal all the batteries in the whole house out of controllers, out of anything
Oh,
that
me
had
too.
batteries.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
and
I'll
then,
swap them out so that my dad doesn't know that I swapped them. Like I'll put my old ones in the remote.
Yep.
Like, yeah. And
I'll
I'm
be
like, why
watching-
does this
I'll
TV
be
remote
watching.
die all the time?
yeah, we used to have we used to just take a bag, and then like when we go on trips, and we just unzip the bag and put it right between us, and it was just full of batteries. And like you would just play like roulette. You just put them in there and see how much battery life it would give you
Oh,
until you had to
dude.
switch out again.
That's funny.
I did. I tried it. I tried it all. Like I tried to take like a brand new battery and an old battery and try to see if like I could get that to work for a while. Like I've tried it all, man. It was a great time. That was a fun time.
Fun.
So Kim, do you have any upcoming projects you want people to look out for, or is there anything exciting you coming up? Any devices coming out that you're looking forward to?
So as far as projects, I'm doing a little bit of a collab series with a couple people. That's why when I first got in the chat, I mean, we weren't recording, but I'm like, I'm so exhausted because I had the live stream with Crystal on Tuesday, and I just recorded one with Aiden Walls and also Ben from Retro Handhelds. So, and I got to hit up Stubbs. Stubbs said he would do one with me, and I'm just going to go through the gambit. Just going to go through the gambit and see, who else. Michaela, if I'm going to hit you up next. So he's going to yell at me. He's like, hello, what about me?
Mhm.
Just so you know, I have
Well-
love for you. I have your sticker on my water bottle. So yeah.
There you go.
So
But-
I mean, if you can disclose it, if it's something that you
Yeah,
don't
no,
want to
I-
share yet.
I
mean, it's-
you're in trouble. You're in trouble.
I know, right? It's basically just hanging out, playing PICO-8 games, just showing everybody, your favorite PICO-8 games. Ban from Retro Handhelds. I don't know if you
How
probably
long is that
have
episode
seen.
going to be? He's
Oh,
only
we
gonna be-
all
yeah, no,
know,
we're
man.
familiar.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
he is insane with Celeste, and
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
there's a huge joke, actually, a running joke now on my live streams, that everybody's like, oh, you should play Celeste. You should play Celeste. And like, Celeste is like the Super Mario Brothers of the PICO-8 world. And I'm like, that's part of the reason why I'm doing the live stream. I'm like, let's branch out, people.
Mhm.
There's thousands of other games. Let's not just go with Celeste.
Celeste
but
is so sweaty for me. Like it's so like
Oh man.
I play video games sometime, like most of the time, to relax and just like zen out. And Celeste,
Yeah, that's not
I
one
want
of
to
them.
break something or scream or all of the above. And it's just like, I don't know what it
Absolutely.
is. Like, I want to be able to play Celeste, but I'm just going to put it aside. I'm like, nope, I just can't. I
Did you
can't do
try
it. But
Celeste 2?
what's that?
Have you tried Celeste 2? They made like a second. Oh
Yes.
my god, I can't
and
even get past the first
can't.
section. It's
Yeah.
awful. I was like, oh my
Yeah.
god, this game is insane.
Right. I can play like the newer version, like the new
Steam version?
version of the Steam version. I can play a little bit of that, but there's something about the PICO-8 version that it doesn't matter which one it is. I can't play that. So I had Ban on there, and to just tiny spoiler, but if you watch the video when I launch it, he shows off his Celeste skills, but then he ends up revealing that he can't play shmups. He can't play shmups at all. So I was like,
Wow.
what?
Whoa.
It's
I
like-
guess we all have our weaknesses.
He doesn't
Yeah.
like
Exactly.
them, or is he just terrible at them, or both, or what?
He's a little bit terrible at them. A little bit
He's a
terrible at 'em.
little bit
Yeah.
that
He's
was the
like,
nicest way to say it.
Yeah.
He's a little bit
Well, no,
terrible.
he said that, so it's not my words.
Nice way to say
This
he
is great.
sucks.
No, I love it. I love it. I love
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like, I can't. I just can't do this. So that was cool
Oh,
to kind of see, because here I'm just like, oh, this guy's like a video game whiz, and I'm just like, okay, go
Do you
ahead.
have
man.
is there a title for the series you're working on? Are you still working on that, or
I'm just doing just PICO-8 games, gaming with special guests. So I might come
Okay.
up with a series if it, series title, if it'll end up fleshing out and, getting more people.
I think it's a really cool concept.
So,
I think it's a
Yeah.
really, really
It is.
cool concept. I'm not hard to reach. I'm a rock star in Pico. No, just kidding.
you'll be under. Cool. I'll jot you down.
Cool.
You don't want to get
Yeah.
him. He'll be asking you how to play the game.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
You're gonna be like, too loud. It's 2 buttons.
when I'll-
How are you getting confused?
Right. Then I'll just, that's when I'll step up and I'll tag Steve in and I go, Steve, you got this? And he'll help you out.
Yeah, thank you, Steve. Thank you. So actually, I don't know if you know or are aware of it, but I just did a community collab that we just wrapped up called Tag Your It. And
I did see some of that. I didn't watch all the videos, but I did see that was going around.
So we just finished that up. Tech Dweeb had the last episode for that one. It was really fun to work with all the creators. I love this space. I have to say, like, I've done YouTube before. I've done YouTube on other types of topics and niches, and the creators don't gravitate toward each other like they do in this space. And I really love that. I love the camaraderie and like how everybody is willing to work with each other and all of that stuff. It's so good. It's so fun. So I tried to cap this series off with a limit of like 10 creators because that's all they would allow us into one Discord DM. So I did that. And actually I was talking before we realized that we were going to have you on the show. We were coming up with, me and Matt talk about it all the time. It's just, I'm not launching it soon. I want to give everybody a chance to breathe, but maybe within the next couple months to launch the next season for the series with another topic. And I was actually mentioning to have you in that series. So
absolutely.
Spoiler alert for those watching, I would.
Yeah, anytime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
anytime.
Cool.
Every time I was fortunate enough that TechDweeb kind of likes me and threw me in
He's
his
awesome.
retro. I love TechDweeb. I really do.
Me too.
He threw me in his retro roundtable and I was like, what? Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to be in a, because there's Russ, Mr.
TechDweeb. It's got everybody.
It's got everybody.
Like,
TechDweeb. It's got everybody. And I'm just like, hi, I'm Retro Fun Tech. So it was just funny. And, but he likes to, it's really cool because he really likes to help out, smaller channels and
awesome help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love. He's been a mentor for me my entire YouTube journey, which has been really good for me. He watches my video, he critiques them, tells me what I could work on, what to lean more into. I actually have to wrap up a retro roundtable segment for him tonight.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in one. I was in the last season of retro roundtable as well. So he keeps including me in his projects. When I reached out to him for help on my project, he was more than happy to do it. It's just an awesome dude. I call him General Dweeb, the king of the nerds. And so it's a cool guy.
He really is.
So my next question for you is there any device that you're looking forward to in the near future, or is there something you would like to see from a device?
That's a good question. Talking about clamshells, I kind of want two different things, but they could be also the same thing. I want a flip. I want just a little cute Linux-based retro handheld that the screen is bigger. So it's bigger than the 3.5XX SP.
Like a 4-inch version of 3.5XX, right?
Yes. And or it could be both. Have it be a 1-to-1 aspect ratio because I want to play PICO-8 on it.
Oh, I love you.
Why not?
Matt, how long have I been saying that? Like,
why not?
I was hoping that Pow Kitty did it.
So good.
How freaking cool would that be?
Right. Like Pow Kitty.
I've been saying it for so long.
Just do it.
Yeah. I don't put anything in my pocket, so I don't care about the size. I know. I hate carrying stuff in my pocket.
I have a backpack
Yeah.
all the time. So
I
yeah.
just and it, even if I can't, throw it in my pocket or whatever, I've even in the cooler months, so it doesn't burn out in my car, I've had one just sitting in my car for the longest time. I think I have two 3.5 SPs, and I had one of them just stuck in my car for the longest time. So, I'm in the waiting line picking up my kids, and I'm just like, okay.
Yep.
So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I saw the
Okay.
video where you took the Pixel 2 on the school trip on the
Yeah.
yeah. I thought that was pretty cool. She's
Yeah.
like walking around on the trip with her kid, and then you see a kid, and then you see her playing.
I was on
Yeah, I thought that was pretty
I
funny.
was on a field trip, and
Yeah,
here my
field trip.
son keeps like running back to me. She's like, "Mom, we gotta go up there." And we were doing like this park hopping thing, and I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm getting footage." He's like, "Oh, okay." And then he's like, "Guys, my mom's a YouTuber. She's getting footage," and I'm just like, "Yeah, okay."
Yeah. They're funny.
Sorry, no
so funny with that.
autographs. Don't look at
Right,
me.
right, exactly. And then, and then like all the moms are just like, "What? I don't even understand what that means. Lululemon?
Yeah.
Like what?"
Lululemon.
And I'm like, "No, but it's okay. All right."
What do you mean you make videos
that's
about
amazing.
old video games? What?
Oh man, I
Yeah,
just love it.
yeah.
It just comes out Lululemon.
Right. They're just, they're like, "What?
Yeah.
Power burn? What?
Yeah,
I don't understand."
Lululemon. Yeah, Louis
Right.
Vuitton. What?
Right.
Yeah.
I got a
Oh,
new
my
handbag, and
Yeah,
I'm like, "You know what you could put in your handbag?
right.
There you go.
One of these. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't tell me you don't like
absolutely.
Dr. Mario or Tetris.
Yeah,
'Cause everybody
Yeah.
does.
You can put a
Everybody.
clamshell in your clamshell. Gosh.
Right.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So we've been going on for quite a bit here, and I don't want to
Wow.
hold you
I
any
didn't even see
longer.
the time.
I
didn't even realize.
literally just looked at the timestamp.
See,
Do
we were
you
having
guys,
fun.
Matt? That's it. That's it. We have such a good time here, and so Lee or Matt, I've been asking questions. Do you guys have any things you want to wrap up with Kim here, before we go?
Do you what's your favorite Android, and why is it the Portal?
Oh my god.
Goodbye, Matt. You're out
Oh
of
my
here.
God.
No,
that was funny. That's great. That's great.
He always leads these questions that are like not questions. He's leading you in, he's corralling you into the
Oh,
answer he
God.
wants. Like, oh
Pinto
my
beans,
goodness.
what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pinto beans. What? Exactly.
Yeah. Well,
Exactly. You
all
gotta
right,
watch him.
Lee, you got anything, Lee? Good.
Yeah, I just have one question actually.
Okay.
So as I would say an expert in PICO-8, for people who really don't know what it is and are trying to jump into it, what handheld would you say would be the best to start off with it?
That's a good question.
That's a great question.
She's like, there's too many.
There Yeah, there
There's
are.
so many.
Um,
There's so many.
So I don't know. I don't have an actual complete answer for that, because I feel like if you wanted to go with an Android device, you could definitely just download the Infinity app, and once you can get cards and put them on there. It's not that hard.
Right.
But if you wanted to go the Linux way, I hate to, because I kind of also have issues with this one thing, but I got a Sure Wish SD card from one of the companies, and I put it into my Miyoo Flip, and it has like hundreds of PICO-8 games just on here. It's the biggest list that I've ever seen. So I don't want to say that like you have to get a Miyoo Flip, but maybe possibly something that has the Sure Wish, if that's what you're possibly going for. But I also, it's like a double-edged sword, because I also hate that card at the same time. That was like the only like redeeming factor, I should say, of that card, because it was a little weird and bizarre, and
I like the
shouldn't have
Miyoo
to
Flip.
buy.
I think
Yeah.
it's a comfy little Hopefully, little handheld.
I heard the
I really
V2 got way better. So
Yeah.
It's grown on
I
me a
like
lot.
the.
Grown
I
on me
mean,
a whole lot. I've enjoyed it quite a bit.
yeah, it's not a bad little handheld at all. And I have the yellow, and I haven't had any issues with the hinge. There was a weird, and I think that this is just. I think Michael Benny actually was saying that he had the same thing, that there was a little bit of a seam, not like separation, but it was a hint of a separation.
When opening and
all I've
closing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think my gray one.
don't
I
know
see
if
that
it
on my SNES. I see that
Yeah.
on my
My
SNES
one does the
sometimes.
same thing.
And I mean, I have an electronics background, so I understand that can happen, and with all of that. But I haven't seen, really any sort of issue with it. So
Yeah, same.
take that with a
same.
grain of salt,
Yeah,
because I hate,
same.
I hate endorsing when everybody's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, it broke, it broke, it broke, it broke," and I'm like, "Well, mine didn't."
Yeah, mine didn't. I've had mine since
Yeah.
day one release, and it hasn't. And
Yeah.
I've used mine quite a bit.
And I sat there and I did back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, with the flip, and so who knows?
Yeah.
I think everyone in this space would understand that quality control isn't the greatest on these. So it's just like luck of the draw.
Yeah. Yep.
So
For sure.
one last question from you, and this is actually coming from Michael Benny. He wants to know what drinks are being poured when it's time for cards games in the basement during Midwest winter.
Well, I feel like you want the most Midwestern answer ever, which I'm sure is, well, it could be one of two things. So if it's non-alcoholic, it's going to be Werner's. Werner's is being poured, and everybody's going to be playing euchre, even though I hate euchre.
I don't know what any of that stuff you just said
Yeah.
was.
Michael Benny knows. So, but if it's alcoholic, Malort has even brought its way over to Michigan. So it's big in Chicago. It's some like propane, disgusting diesel tasting, like
that sounds
moonshine.
awful.
It's like moonshine of the Midwest, basically. It's disgusting. Don't ever try
I
it,
like
but
Southern
yeah.
moonshine. I don't know.
This sounds way more
Red pop
dingier.
and vodka. Red pop and vodka.
It
Well,
sounds
or
way more dingy.
Yeah.
rock and rye and vodka.
So
guys ever
I'm
had
actually
Faygo?
new to the Midwest. Yeah, Faygo.
Mhm.
Yeah, the
We
soda.
got Faygo
Oh,
in the
good.
South too. Yeah, we have Faygo in
Do
the
you
South.
really? That's
Yeah,
really cool.
Yeah, we got Faygo in the South. Yep.
Hooray!
So I'm actually new to the Midwest. I'm in Missouri.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did live. Don't tell anybody. I lived in Iowa for 2 years.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So I lived in
Is that why
Iowa
we
for
hate
2
him?
years.
Yes.
kidding.
Part of it.
So
Actually,
but-
I wouldn't hold that too much against you. But if you said Ohio, then we'd really
Yeah,
have to
no,
kick you
no, no.
off. So
well,
from Ohio, too. He's from Ohio, too.
if I tell you where my home state is, then you may kick me out. But
it's okay.
I'm from Florida. I'm a Florida native. Yeah.
That's a whole other thing that we won't get
I'm a
into.
Florida man.
Kidding.
Yeah. So, yeah. This has been a blast, Kim.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
you're
really
Where
has.
can people
So much fun.
find you? Do you have any social medias out there, or is the YouTube? Let us know your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Just once again.
I'm on YouTube at Retro Fun Tech. It's all one word, and I think there's another logo out there, but it's the one that looks cooler, basically. So
cooler. Got it.
yeah, just click on that one. It looks kind of retro-y and synth-wavy and everything. So but yeah, and I'm on Twitter. I still call it Twitter. I'm not going to call it X ever. Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, all of the things. I have a Discord channel. I pop in and out of, yes,
That's the one.
that is the
That was
logo.
nice.
That is the cool logo.
That's
So
it.
yeah, but yeah, this has been a blast.
Sweet.
Oh,
It's funny
yeah.
you said that. I'm going to leave with this. You said the cooler one, so I'm assuming there's another one out there. Me and Lee actually found the other night that there's a Too Loud Tech 2.0. and,
Yeah.
That's funny.
I found that interesting, so I was like, okay. So
Do you have like a fan base or something? Like a
that's you're telling me something new. I don't know. Right. So, but yes, we appreciate having you on. It's been a great time. So those
Yeah.
of you listening and those who watch later, make sure you guys check Kim out at Retro Fun Tech. You guys get your Pico fix over there. She does a lot more than just Pico though. So
Yes.
Yeah.
also
She has
you're
a
gonna
lot to
find a lot of
reviewing.
Pico,
you're gonna find a lot of reviews, a lot of
Yep.
tutorials.
Mhm.
I've actually followed some of your tutorials. I meant to say that
have
to you
you?
earlier.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, much earlier on into my YouTube time, I did follow up with some of your tutorials.
Very
So
fun.
thank you for that. They are very helpful. And this has been a blast. So just want to
Yeah.
say thank you to everybody watching, everybody listening. Thank you to you, Kim. Thank you, Matt and Lee. And we're gonna head out. So
Yeah.
Cool.
see you guys.
Well, thanks for
we'll-
having me on.
Yeah,
It's
we'll
been
be
fun.
happy to
Always
have you
welcome to
again.
Come hang out.
Anytime.
Always
Yeah.
Anytime.
Just as long as you remember the right answer is always pinto beans.